is the No Offense
But
podcast.
And he's your host, Shake 'em Jake.
And this is my co-host, DJ Tiller.
Hey,
This is season 2, baby.
Season 2. We gonna flip it on you, man. 2 for Tuesday and every other day, you know what I mean?
Yes, season 2 in the motherfucking house.
Hey,
We got a good friend,
Super,
long
super
time friend,
special,
childhood
lifelong
friend. This the
Big
motherfucking
facts.
homie.
man.
You can't tell me no motherfucking different.
Mr. Fred
Hey,
Flintstone himself.
right.
You know
Solid
what
as a motherfucking
You know
rock.
what I'm saying?
It's my man Fred, a.k.a. Brian Miller. Yes, sir.
AKA B Mills and many other
Before we get
names out
anything,
here.
how the fuck did Fred come about?
Big
I don't
facts.
even
Let's
remember
go ahead
that.
and go on that
Okay.
bit.
I don't even remember that.
The way it came about, look, man, I was doing this holy hip hop thing, right?
Yeah, holy rolling.
Right, back then, man. My dude Matt Tisdale, he was going by Genius at the time. We sitting at the lunch
That's
table.
right. That was his name.
We sitting there back and forth, just roasting the brakes off each other type shit. And that's who probably really got me started on the whole hip hop scene. But he's just like young Fred.
Young Fred.
Young Fred.
Fred.
And that shit stuck.
The first time I heard somebody say it, I think it was it Hodson?
Maybe. For
Hodson.
I think it was Hodson. I
Hodson.
think it was Hodson. Yeah, oh yeah. To this day. I certain people, I be like, yeah, my nigga Fred, and they be like, who? Brian. They be like, oh, okay.
Quite a few different names.
That nigga Sawan be like, you do something, it didn't matter what you did. He be like, cuz, you talk to that nigga Fred, bruh. You talk to that nigga Fred. That shit had me cracking the fuck up. The way he said, though, you talk to that nigga Fred.
Shit,
That's how I was this morning. Like, I just got a phone Fred. He's like, oh, okay.
Hey, shit, he gave me the name B Mills.
Yeah, I remember that.
Man.
See, we go way back to the alley days, in
Man.
between 9th and 10th Street.
Huffy and Mongoose days.
I
What you
lived-
talking about?
I lived
I was getting
on,
dropped off.
yeah,
I was getting
My
dropped
fat
off.
ass.
and I lived on Mason. Zawan lived on, what was that, 10th? And then Marquise lived on 9th.
Yeah. Can we cuss
And
on
then-
here?
Yeah, oh hell yeah, oh yeah.
No offense,
And then,
but fuck what they
and
talking
then-
about. You know?
Right next to Marquise was Michael Bryant and
Michael
Juwan
Bryant.
Jones' grandma and them.
God rest his soul, Michael
God
Bryant.
rest his
That's
soul.
right.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. bro.
please.
Yeah, the neighborhood. That was neighborhood though. And he had Jessica King and them across the street from Marquise.
Man,
Everybody's
it's
in that
literally,
neighborhood.
it's just literally like that's what we was talking about that shit before.
I migrated from Bucktown a little bit. I didn't fuck with hardly nobody in my neighborhood at that point in time.
Right.
So I slide over to the fellas over there, over down my
What
brother's
y'all
yard.
doing over here? Trying to smell what you can smell.
Hey, you fit in where you can get it, and
I
I do know
ain't
that.
mad at you though.
I think me and Fred have known each other since elementary school.
Yeah, we
He said the first grade.
First, second grade.
First,
type
second
shit.
grade.
I met you through Z.
No, we met at Lincoln.
He
Oh
said-
yeah, I forgot
met
you
at
went to
Lincoln,
Lincoln,
bro.
Oh,
Look,
you,
look, these
hey,
look.
you didn't go that other way
Because Sean used to come read to us in class. Remember, they used to make the 4th graders come read to us in class and shit. And
Wow.
Sean used to come read to us and shit. Sean, T.J. Wright,
Damn.
Richard Smith,
you talking about
Evan
You
Smith.
talking about my bro Sean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
That's how far we go back.
Like,
That's
I miss my brother.
you talking about
Man.
20. You talking about 25 plus years.
That
bro.
is crazy, bro. It's
And we
been
can,
great.
and you've known people that long, and
Yeah.
you continue
Yeah.
to kick it
Continue
like
to know. That's
Them
a
the
blessing.
solid. Them the solid ones.
the village.
Them
Man.
the solid ones.
The
Yeah.
village.
The village.
Like that's the shit that makes me think about count my blessings.
Right.
Straight up.
Right.
We don't never stop.
So what we gonna do?
Man, we gonna
jump
take
into
a
this
shot of the
shot
show. We gonna take us a little sip of some little Seagram sweet peach vodka.
Yes,
in here.
courtesy of our guest Fred
Yep.
tonight. Yes,
Thank-
sir.
thank you so much.
Take a
That
shot.
is
You
the
want to take one?
shot of
or-
the
Y'all
show.
better get one pour.
Yeah, go ahead and get him one pole.
Go ahead and pull up.
Hey, this bottle's smacking too.
Start with straight shots and then pop bottles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I usually don't drink flavored shit. But
It's not too bad.
It's
My,
not
man,
bad.
my old lady got me peeped on this, bro.
y'all,
Like,
Yeah.
y'all tricked me. That's why.
See, I
he
used
thought it
to-
was gin at first, and it was like, oh,
I
this
used
is-
to drink pints of this before I go to work at Chrysler, 'cause the
telling
liquor
you.
store across the street. But salute, fellas.
Salute.
Salute.
GD folk.
GD
Yep,
folk.
And, well, Fred, it's really like, we gonna get into the bullshit of the week, but
Yes.
really, man, it's just great having a true friend in here.
Yeah.
man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad to
Oh,
be
yeah.
here.
Having a
Oh,
true
yeah.
brother in here and somebody to be able to come on season 2 and start us off
see,
right. Man, we going to start this shit off on a whole new
and
way.
what I
whole
wanted,
new
the
vibe.
first season, what I wanted to get like a lot more intimate in first season. But we kind of did, but we didn't because we had Germ on here. That's about as intimate as it gets for me because we grew up as brothers. That's my cousin.
That's family.
And then Rashard, I grew up listening to Daddy Rich.
Right.
So everybody know who Daddy Rich is. Rashard, Channel 27 News, shit like that. So that was another like intimate moment. And of course, my wife being on the show. And then we had Brittany with us one night. And then Rob, good old smooth ass Rob.
And you know what I mean?
Rob who?
But my dude Rob Bass, Mr. Barfield himself.
Yeah, Rob
you know
Barfield. Cool ass cat from Mississippi. Cool.
He's working at the hut, you know.
That's my guy.
Mississippi.
Bruh, I be running to him the randomest motherfucking place. Every fucking where, bro. Everywhere. That's my motherfucking guy, though. That's my guy, though.
That's my dude.
Yeah, we first season was pretty fucking great. I mean, it was only 8 episodes. I touched on a little preview trailer that I did earlier, but it was only 8 episodes, which was the minimum we had to provide. And it was 8 good episodes. Technically 9 because we did a part 1, part 2.
So that counts. So that counts. I'm about to say because I thought we were at 9, closer to 10 myself.
We was at 9. We was at 9 because it was originally slated for 8 episodes, and then I cut out and went to San Francisco and did that 2-part because we did it.
And congratulations and this and that. But let's get back into the dream, man. Let's start this radio wave, man.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into the bullshit of the
bullshit.
Week.
I got
now,
one.
I'm gonna jump back real quick because I'm gonna go back.
I got one.
To the previous bullshit we did. I think it was season 7 and 8. We kind of touched on it. Bob Saget.
Bob Saget.
Man.
So you see, TMZ just came out with some shit that said he had multiple skull fractures. That's how he died. Brain bleed. Wasn't no heart attack. Wasn't COVID. He had COVID.
Was he banging his head against the wall?
So what I'm thinking,
like syphilis, my guy. You know what I mean? Like it just.
I think he fell or hit his head on something really fucking hard. You know,
down a fucking marble staircase?
But even then, you don't have to hit your head that hard if you hit your head in the right spot.
Right.
That might be the case.
I think like he hit his head and was like, oh shit. Oh, okay, I'm good. And concussion took over. He fall asleep and the blood starts to pool in his fucking brain. And I think that's my opinion. Opinions like asshole, they all stink and everybody have one.
Right.
But that's what I see. I don't see no foul play in this shit. I really don't.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I think he might have just been fucked up because his last text message was to Candace Cameron from Full House and his actual daughter, his oldest child. I think he sent out some text messages.
I mean, bro, I've been shit, face. And be out there and be like, you know what? I didn't mean to fall down the stairs.
Yeah, I
didn't mean to get knocked off the porch. I didn't mean to, you know what I mean?
I think what fucked people up more is the fact that in his last little stand up, he was very optimistic about the future. So for him to just die following that is like, oh, that's weird. Shit. Shit happens, but it's like, yo, this is a little too weird. Now they saying there's multiple skull fractures.
This is some sidewall shit that I always be on. Like, are they trying to Anthony Bourdain fucking Bob Saget's dead?
No. That's different.
Are they trying to say he didn't kill himself? Because
that's different. And since you said that,
you know,
Anthony Bourdain killed himself.
Okay.
He killed himself.
A lot of people say Anthony Bourdain didn't kill himself. You know,
it was too much going on. The man already had issues. You got to think his wife, fiance, whatever she is. She, the chick she played in the first Triple X, the little babe that Vin Diesel was kind of in love with. The little Russian bitch. Yeah. So that was Anthony Bourdain's fiance, living girlfriend. Yeah, so if you remember, do you remember
now? Don't you?
Do you remember how the Me Too movement started?
No.
Okay, so Rose McGowan,
right,
and Anthony Bourdain's fiance are the ones that started the Me Too movement.
Oh.
A couple months after they start this shit. And they screaming, Harvey Weinstein. They're the ones that got Harvey Weinstein hemmed up.
They started the Weinstein.
They got him hemmed up. But it came out, her name Asia Argento. It came out that she was actually sleeping with an underage boy and the boy was like, "Pay me this much money, and I
on
won't
some
say
like
shit."
on some like, man, Miss
She was
Bush
a
was fine in a motherfucker type shit.
She was
She about to be posted on that website.
So she is doing exactly what she's fighting against.
Right.
She doing that. So the kid is like, "Bitch, I ain't gonna say nothing. Give me $50,000." Anthony Bourdain pays the money.
50 grand.
It ain't enough.
Shit.
I don't know how much.
I hope
I don't.
not.
I don't know how
I don't
much.
know about that shit though. I think that was the kid's parents, bro. Like, okay, so you got kids being a father, you don't even go to Michael Jackson. You got kids out here like, oh, this nigga.
I shouldn't even said that shit.
But even then,
see, come on, we ain't about to do Michael like that. Shit was fake.
But even then, I don't know how much Anthony Bourdain paid the kid or how much he asked for.
And this is allegedly.
But
no offense, but
no, it's not allegedly. It happened.
This shit really happened.
It happened. So the kid, whatever amount of money he was paid, it wasn't good enough. I want more.
Right.
So you gotta think Anthony Bourdain is a worldwide superstar, parts unknown. And he's a CNN benefactor for their little side shows and shit. HLN.
Job. I wish I could go around the world just catching fish. And
he's a world.
Right.
So he's a traveling.
My daddy be in heaven.
Hey, boy.
He's a traveling, world-renowned chef. He's got an image to hold, but he's got mental issues. This woman that he loves has got him in a position where he's got to shell out money or his career is going to be ruined.
Right.
So the only way out, I'm going to kill my fucking self. Bitch, let you deal with it by yourself. And that's what I got out of the situation. So he hung himself and in the story.
Well,
He basically said, fuck it, I need my bitch.
We could come up with all kinds of shit, man.
No
like, you know what I mean? Like,
Fuck
we don't.
I need my
we wasn't
bitch.
there. We wasn't there. Nigga, you know what I mean?
Nobody will ever know.
It's like how many licks to a cinnamon Tootsie Pop type shit. You ain't never gonna know.
It's really how you perceive it. The way you looking in from the outside is how you perceive it. But I think that man was really tormented with that shit, and that was the icing on the cake. So he killed himself.
Yeah.
And now no one talks about her no more. Harvey Weinstein is over. Right. Rose McGowan proved that she was a fucking dumbass.
I hope they hear this shit and follow the podcast. Y'all need somebody to shout out, man. We mental health, man.
Yeah, that just all ties into that little Bob Saget tidbit and these celebrities dying on weird.
But like, bounce back to Bob Saget real quick. Let's that whole situation. I don't mean it could be a conspiracist or anything. But it sends kind of a red flag up because, you know, there's like kind of a multiple situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I basically would, I'd handle the situation a little bit more better because they've already classified it out as, that man done hit his head type shit.
Right.
Now, come on. Investigate that thoroughly. Do your fucking job.
Do your fucking job.
Do your fucking
that
job.
That shit is crazy. Right? Like, how many shit just gets passed up because motherfuckers don't want to do their fucking jobs. I mean, I know we're not from that area, but still, in the world, you know, our tax dollars still somewhere run into the fucking main shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we paying something. So why don't you do your fucking job?
Do your fucking job. Right.
Celebrity or not.
Right.
You know what I mean? Treat him like he's a regular person.
Speaking of do your fucking job, I got some more bullshit.
Oh shit.
And I think this is gonna touch a lot of people. It's gonna hit home for a lot of motherfuckers. The motherfuckers in the fucking Marion Community School district need to do their fucking job.
Please do your fucking job.
The shit with the school and this and that, do your fucking job.
But I felt like that wholeheartedly at first. But like now, like really seeing shit from the other side, it's like, yo, it ain't. I mean, it's at home.
Right.
It's at home. And we was talking about this earlier.
Right. And we even at home, but even at that, it's going to go back into what we talked about in season 1 and things like that. Man, like, do your fucking job.
Yeah,
and I'm not talking about the teacher. The teacher, I shout out the teacher, this, that, the other, but
they hired a guy to be our superintendent who is not that fucking bright. He is not. Kids love him.
I don't give a fuck how bright he is.
Because
he's not a highlighter.
Burke was a I don't give a fuck principal. So of course a lot of people he's friendly with everybody, and I'm gonna turn my head at the other shit.
Right.
Fuck these kids. That's pretty much how Burke was.
But did we not go to school?
But now he's in a position where he's like, really fuck these kids.
Man.
Let me call a Blizzard fucking call out hours before the shit comes.
Is it okay? Is this post COVID? Because they got e-learning and shit like that. Like
Fuck
I remember that we was in school. That same chocolate milk stain that everybody know where the fuck it was at type shit. We was in there and they zapped motherfuckers in there. We was in there and then they got cafeteria ladies having to come out and tackle motherfuckers.
But this is what's crazy. You gotta think about it. Now think about it. Think about how far we've come in life. When all this shit was going down, what wasn't there?
What?
Cell phones that take good quality video.
Yeah, we did have some Razor flip phones. And some
You couldn't
Indies and
upload.
Some motherfuckers had the crazier.
Yeah.
Crazy. Shout out your high school phone and this.
And you gotta think, YouTube was barely popping. YouTube was barely popping. MySpace, you could only upload a certain length of video on that motherfucker.
Rest in peace, MySpace.
He said rest in peace. But even looking at that video, didn't it remind you of the same shit we used to watch on our little bitty ass screen and shit? Like, oh, look at
FightClubVideos.com, nigga. Fight Club, you had to hit the little VPN on the school computer.
Top 100.
Yeah,
that
proxy site.
Didn't that shit remind you of that shit?
Rotten.com.
When it first got nasty.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, man.
Nigga, best gore. Shit.
Oh my God,
I used to be on all that shit.
Changed my life.
Like I said, that's why I say it's the bullshit of the week, because it's like, don't act like we wasn't raised off this and these ain't our kids out here. Like, and I agree with you when you say it's the home training type shit, but
my whole thing is I'm glad they throwing hands instead of throwing bullets.
big facts.
Please fight each other. Fight.
Yeah.
Somebody make sure they don't kill each
Man,
other.
Leave that
somebody
shit at home.
Somebody
Leave that shit
need
at
to
home.
make
Let it
them
go.
watch. Somebody need to make these kids watch the
I
first
think
Friday
the
movie.
admins at the Marion High
That's
School
what
need to
that
hire
is.
some of us
Straight
with some
A gun. What?
with some Foot Locker jerseys on
What?
and that bitch to go.
What Willie say? What Willie Jones say? He said the gun don't make you a man. What make you a man is these. And I'm
said
holding up
you
my
win
fist.
some,
Is these.
you
win
lose some.
You lose some,
but you live.
live.
To
Fight another day. Everybody know that when you win.
Exactly. And that's what's missing in these fucking streets. These niggas can't fight because their parents was weak motherfuckers back then.
Hey,
and
I'll
they
tell you
didn't
what,
know how
though.
to fight, so they got to shooting motherfuckers.
Right.
On the subject of Friday, though, real talk, that paved the way for a lot of guys like us of
In
that
our
time.
gene, right? In that
Because
time,
it was really what was going on out
Big
here.
fact.
Hey, look,
Big fact.
Menace to society.
like that
Boys in the
one
hood.
scene
Boys
you
in the hood.
just talked about. Like, I wanted to keep that shit gangster. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
Well, keeping that shit gangster, there's a lot of choices to make.
And
Yep.
everybody got choices.
Everybody got
It's like
choices.
Everybody got
It's like you
choices.
got a little short fence here. It's easy to hop over type shit.
Yep.
But on the left side is where I stand, but on the right side, that's where I'm going to cross over.
Yep.
And for that the decision that's going to change me the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? So, like that scene in that movie did something to me, kind of like.
Right.
I ain't even gonna talk no shit to incriminate because that's to be the stupidest shit ever. But
Right.
motherfucking that shit right there was some of the realest shit, and I feel like that paved the way for a lot of young men.
And
Am
it
I gonna
instilled
fuck up?
value.
It's still value.
It instilled value in people that didn't have nothing other than.
Right.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
you didn't have this, you didn't have that, and it instilled value in you as a man. It was like, man, we all felt that as a unit. You know what I
Yep.
mean? As a gen and as this and that, and it was just like, okay, well, this it was principles to the shit. There was layers to the shit. You know, like
bounce back on our school system and our children.
right.
I'm not a fan of e-learning.
Nope.
And I'll tell you why.
Nope.
Hey, I went all my life with writing on the papers they printed off.
Yeah.
I understand we got a pandemic and everything, but that I swear that
You
is,
had to fill out them
When-
packets.
when
that
we-
is taking
when
effect
we
of what our
had-
kids are learning right now.
When we had a snow day, you had a couple extra days to complete
to
the shit.
finish the shit that
Shit,
was
I'll be
in
cooling
it.
on a snow day.
Yeah,
I'll
cool.
just be cooling.
Because
I'll
because
get
if
it
a
done.
snow day fell on a
They
Monday,
gonna
before
give you the
bed.
time in the class
Yeah,
to double up
because
on this
if-
shit. You
if-
know what I mean? They
if
gave
a,
you that
if
shit.
a snow day fell on a Monday, you know you're not going back to school until Thursday.
Right.
Look,
So
that
you got
e-learning
Thursday,
shit, bro,
Friday, Monday.
I know I was locked up for a little bit type shit, but technology did take a turn, and they sent home these damn tablets, and I'm like, Oh, that's just some advanced
See,
shit.
And
I
even
try to learn
that,
it, but
even at
but
that,
look,
like
it's like the
being
better version
online
of
and
this
being,
shit.
there's
You
a
wanna-
way to this shit. Motherfuckers still can't afford this shit,
You wanna-
even when it's free, because
you-
motherfuckers don't got no homes out here.
Yeah, what if I ain't got Wi-Fi?
But you know what I mean?
You want to hear an unpopular opinion?
What?
And I use this all the fucking time. Ted Krasinski, the Unabomber,
Right,
fucking genius.
Huh?
He was a fucking genius. He was a smart guy.
right,
He lived off the grid, evaded for so long. He got sloppy. They found him.
right.
It's a mistake that all criminals make. Sometimes you get sloppy and you get caught. But Ted Krasinski, a fucking genius, Unabomber. This motherfucker, it was a, what I want to call it, not a memoir, but his writings, his journal writings.
This shit happened.
He is saying, he's predicting the future. He's like, technology
That is
is
a memoir.
destroying the youth.
Right.
We are going to be a future that cannot operate without technology if we lose it.
Have y'all seen the new trend on speaking of technology? It's like, I can't take a shit. I gotta take a 90s shit because I gotta go in this bathroom without my phone.
I'm holding it in.
Yeah.
Butthole pucker.
You
and
know,
I
I mean, if you
my shit on 5%,
that
it's
same
almost
shit
dead.
that you
This-
talking about,
this
you know,
is-
I
but
mean, it's
that's
kinda
exactly
linking
what-
in. That's
that's
crazy.
That's exactly what the Unabomber was talking about. Like,
Right.
motherfuckers will not be able to function without technology.
That's
And he called it.
crazy.
So now it's motherfuckers today, modern day motherfuckers that grew up in that era, they realizing that this man is a fucking genius. Y'all locked him up for being smart. Of course, yeah, he hurted some people. So, yeah, you got to get locked up.
Right.
But, damn, like, the man was telling the truth. Like, and now he's, like, withering
But
away
if
in some state
would've
hospital.
heard him, if people would have heard him before
Yeah.
he did all that, like, would he have ever heard them people? Like,
And you gotta think.
the multiverse type shit
This-
that you know
And
what
this
I mean? Like,
this man that we talking about, he was a college professor at one point.
Yep.
He smart. This man had
Benedict Arnold,
perfect scores on his tests and shit. Smart, like he was a smart
old
motherfucker.
Albert Einstein.
What he did, but I don't want nobody to think like, oh, he agreeing with what he did. No, what he did was wrong because
Right.
there's plenty of ways to go about it. Sometimes you're not gonna be heard. That's just how it is in the world. They're not gonna hear you until it's too late. And he's one of them situations where it was too late.
Right.
And now we finally hearing them because now we watching our kids do they fucking homework on an iPad when a fucking snowstorm comes.
Right.
So that's where all this is doubling back to is that e-learning shit.
Well, what if I lost power?
Or if a motherfucker start coughing, the COVID
The
shit.
COVID!
It's breaking
Yeah.
loose,
The
you know what I'm saying?
COVID! He done
Man, look,
said,
look.
The COVID! Here
We
come
not,
the tablet.
we not gonna speak on the C word because they like to censor
Oh,
motherfuckers
fuck
for that
cunt
shit.
out here. You can say cunt on the radio, but you can't say COVID.
Yeah,
You
so
know that's bullshit.
we not gonna speak on that
That's
too much.
bullshit.
But my whole thought, and I'm gonna leave it at this: this shit ain't nothing but the flu. It's a severe flu.
Hey, what your grandma say?
Because
It ain't
what
nothing
do-
but the devil.
What do they tell you?
It ain't nothing but the
But
devil.
what do they tell you when you
rebuke
catch
you.
this shit? They tell you to stay away from people, get as much rest, and plenty of fluids. Now, when you catch the flu, what do they tell you? Stay away from people, get as much rest, and get plenty of fluids.
That shit made me want to stay away from
Hey,
motherfuckers.
But it's just
I swear.
killing
If sick and
motherfuckers.
tired of being sick and tired was a pandemic, like I've been there for a minute now.
Hey,
That
this
shit
shit's
made
real,
motherfuckers
though.
sit down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, this shit's real though.
We've been
because
dealing-
This is our thing. This
Yeah.
is being your generation's thing.
We gonna be old.
we
The motherfuckers
had-
talking about, y'all remember when the COVID happened and that shit ain't gonna be
But
nothing but a blip.
It's like we've been dealing with this shit 2 years.
Right.
Going on 2 years.
Hey, it said 19, man. 19 plus 3 is 22.
And it
bro.
was
It's
really,
3 years.
it
now.
was really, motherfuckers was getting sick in November of 19.
I swear I seen COVID before COVID was
I
COVID.
think, and I think I
I talked
had
to
it.
everybody that survived this shit, and everybody said I had that shit 19. You know what I mean?
Hey,
like
I
I,
had
was
it.
dead.
I've had it.
I was dead than a motherfucker all summer of
Hey,
2018.
Hey, I
and
had
shit.
that shit, but that shit almost wiped me out though.
And I was,
For real.
I thought I was dying.
Look.
I wasn't gonna tell nobody. I thought I gonna cut the herpes. And
I
shit,
was
you know what I mean?
down
Like,
I'm repenting.
oh my God! Please, Lord, forgive me for all
Around-
my sins and everything I've done.
around Thanksgiving of 19. I was
Right.
so sick. sick. I thought maybe it was the Thanksgiving food
Before
I
they even
ate.
called it something.
Right.
I started praying, bro.
I was so fucking
You found
sick.
Jesus, how you was coughing so hard.
And mind you,
You was right.
and mind you, when this shit popped off, I'm working 10 hours a day. So I'm already fucking tired and I'm
exhausted.
third shit. So I'm going to work sick as fuck.
Boy.
And then I damn near died because I had that acute pneumonia, which it makes sense
That's a
now.
mixture.
Yeah,
You
'cause
doomed.
I had some shit called the rubs, and it's where your lungs get inflamed and they rub your rib cage, and it hurts. Hurts like
It
a
hurt to
motherfucker.
breathe. It hurt to fart.
Yeah.
It hurt to sneeze.
Now this
it hurt to
shit,
hiccup.
this shit is
couldn't
the
even
same,
You know what I mean?
and this is the same exact
I'm
shit
good.
that this is the same exact shit that people was going through with COVID.
Right, Cole.
So it for me, it's like I had that shit. So no wonder why my body fighting it off. Right. And you talking to a motherfucker? I've had chickenpox 3 times. I do not take the vaccines. I do not.
I've had that shit.
I ain't taking no damn vaccine.
Hey, man, I had
They got
that-
me fucked up.
Well,
Hey, man,
you gotta
I had
think we
shit
had to have them
I ain't taking
for
no
us to
needle
go to
for
high school.
nobody.
We
They
had to
tricked
have
our
them.
parents, bro,
Yeah,
because we
we had to
to
have
do
them.
that shit now.
Yeah,
Me and my
but
chick,
we adults. They only want you to do that shit when you in school.
bro, me and my chick do not vaccine our children, and like we had it broke down to us because we were curious.
But
like,
now-
we're not going to do something that. Because obviously there's side. I know there's side effects to everything.
Hey, that
Yeah,
shit make you
but-
think, like,
but-
what happened if I don't do this shit? My kid gonna be retarded.
But
I
now-
love my babies.
now-
I don't know
Hey, what if
to
they
do.
fed us
Trying
steroids?
to
We was
confuse
all
me.
like
Now,
steroid
peep
babies
this.
and shit. What they fed us steroids and shit? We
Now,
don't do this shit. We
Bro,
gonna
we
be
eat
retarded.
steroids every day.
I know.
chicken,
We have it
GMO.
down
That's
today.
why
Nigga, that shit.
motherfuckers catch sex cases because these girls be so fucking far developed from all the steroids in the food.
Yeah, them
Telling you,
GMOs.
bro.
Motherfucker
Hey,
fuck around
that's a
GMOs.
whole subject in itself. Man.
Yeah, that's
that
GMOs.
Shit, that shit's crazy. These little girls over
That's
here
what they call
grown,
GMOs.
I almost popped off a
Grown, man.
brand.
I had
One of the
stock.
most guilty brands. Almost popped off, but I got to
I
watch my
had
mouth.
stock in
Genetically
but
modified
look,
organics, bro. That shit's
I had-
crazy.
I
You know
had-
why they want to be boys when they
Man,
grow
look.
you don't know what they think.
Oh, wow.
I had
No,
stock.
don't, you ain't gotta watch. No offense, but
I have stock in one of the biggest GMO companies that's ran by the government,
Right.
Monsanto.
right.
Breaking
When I-
bread, I bet too.
When I figured out what it was, you know what I did?
What?
I sold them fucking stocks.
See what happened? What?
And I turned around and reinvested in Apple and shit like
You
that.
did the right thing, hands down. I know
I'm
there's
not supporting that.
all these other places. There's so many loopholes, like even in Apple, that
when
this
we
shit
was-
goes on. But that's not what they're aiming
But
for.
you gotta
This is
think-
an individual thing.
When we was going to school, how many flat booty, flat chested bitches were there? Damn near all of them.
Every one of them. Hey, every bitch you had a
every
crush
one of
on.
them.
Every bitch you had a crush on. You
Nobody
sat there and watch her pancakes
Straight
go into fucking goosebumps and shit. You
Nobody
know what I
blessed-
mean?
nobody
Like you
blessed
see
nobody
that
with a dookie
shit,
booty,
bro.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Hey, little niggas didn't have to go in.
Now,
Okay, you know
the
what I mean?
females that we went to school with, now they in their later age and all this GMO shit's
right,
coming out.
but
They
look-
brick house.
Right. But what I'm
Remember
saying,
that?
what I'm saying is like the little GMO shit and the same thing. Is like we was that generation.
on 'em.
We was that generation where motherfuckers went to school and it's like, oh, she's pregnant in the 5th grade.
They making a
Yeah.
profit
She
off
looked
of
like
it.
a grown
Yeah.
ass woman to
They
us
making a
compared to
profit off
everybody
of what
else
you
out here.
consume.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was like, damn, man, the ones that did develop off that GMO shit and this and that, and we was early developed and all that shit.
Yeah.
It was like, man, that bitch was bad, blah blah blah.
And now-
you look at it like, oh no, she
Strap.
And now I sit here
You know
and
what I'm
I
saying?
watch my 3 oldest
I swear
kids.
my chick was a GMO.
I
chick.
watch
She
my
strapped.
3 oldest kids going through that
big
shit.
fact.
Like Adrian, like last night, bro. I just realized how deep this nigga voice is.
He,
bruh.
I bet.
I
he go,
called
That's
him
one
down.
of-
Hey,
That's one of
cuz.
yours.
Yeah, my stepson.
Yeah.
My stepson.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 12. Gonna be 13.
Boy,
So,
I ain't even ready
now-
for
now
that,
you gotta
bro.
think.
Hey man, I'm about to be 13. I got 13 on biological this year.
But
Lord
look,
have mercy on your soul.
You
I
know-
pray for you.
My-
I pray for you so strongly.
my oldest child turned 13 on the 21st.
You know what I'm saying?
And then my second oldest child turns 13
We
6
was them
months
babies
later in
having
August.
babies out here, man.
And
Now they-
then my stepson turned 13 in November. So from
Prayers
February
Lord
to
bless us come down
November.
on my
Hey man, we
I
going
got
to
a
the
step.
teenage,
I
man.
have a stepdaughter that's 13, bro, and I just met her. I guess she's
That's
her
what you
first-
talking about this morning, the quinceañera and all
Yeah,
that?
her first boyfriend. I'm not even going to I'm not
He
even going
said,
to
I
elaborate
ain't
too
gonna
far,
be
but
right.
I wish a motherfucker would, because that's still baby girl. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and it's bro. I got 2 other little girls,
It-
that, and you know what? I'm concerned already, and
it just.
I hate to say
That's
it,
being a
they're
father,
not
man.
even-
Hey, man, respect all that, man.
it
We
suck-
all go through that, bro. Don't even
it
stress
sucked
that
for
shit.
me.
I'll
You got
never
to-
catch another dope case again. It's gonna be
Right.
on my girl.
Bless, nigga.
Straight up.
It-
If anything.
Say that shit 10
It
times.
sucked for me because one of my children is transgender.
I've got a gay child as
Yeah,
well.
but-
Shit,
That
you
happens,
know
you
what I mean?
gotta
So-
love them so much.
And I don't
But
never
it's
stop
like-
loving my kid.
I don't see myself having them prime moments with her. I don't. None of that shit. None like.
But is that your dreams or her dream? Or
It's
or
whatever-
and or
it's-
his dreams? I'm not
it's-
no offense, you know what I
it's-
mean? Like
if it was my daughter,
Look,
I think I'd be smooth
I'ma
about it.
put
Why?
it-
Because I'm gonna worry about her getting knocked up
Right.
type shit.
And I'm gonna put it.
we gonna have matching suits in
Well, I'll
this
still beat her
motherfucker,
bitch up
you
if
know?
I had to. Don't fuck with me.
I'm gonna put it as politically correct. Shout out to the alphabet people.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
gonna
Big
put
fan.
it.
It
This
ain't
is how
no
I'm gonna
thing.
put it. This is gonna be politically correct because
God
I'm gonna
bless your
use
hearts.
pronouns. in
PC.
this.
PC.
It's however they want it.
Yeah.
However
Yeah,
they
brother.
want it, I'm down with it. I'm still your dad at the end of the day.
Like,
so.
what type of
Yeah.
parent would I be not to set
Yeah,
my
nah.
child, though?
Now
And
listen.
even if it's
Now
something I
listen.
just, like, I'm not for.
Are you gonna knock any of your child's dreams?
I love my baby
Right.
shit, and it ain't
But-
no thing.
But listen,
Let's
I
just make
got
good decisions
I
with
got
it.
people out here that call me like the ultimate homophobe because I make jokes about gay people. I don't have nothing against gay
That's
people.
our era shit.
But that's just me. I joke. I don't call them out their name. They're not getting called the F word or
Straight
nothing
God
like
bless their
that.
hearts.
Well, we
You know
not.
what I'm
But,
When we
you know
not
what I'm
in the.
saying?
When we
But-
not in the 3rd and 4th and 5th grade, listen
Right.
to Eminem and,
But-
and all this.
but that-
like,
that's
this
different,
is the
though.
bars
That's
that we
different,
grew
though.
up on.
But we help make it acceptable, even no matter
And the
how much we say we did
FCC,
it.
you know.
Right, but
And shame on. I'm gonna shut
Ah,
the
see?
fuck up, boy.
with
And the
Eminem though,
FCC,
with Eminem
I
though,
love, I love
I
my
feel him. I feel him. You know, that's that era. That's the ignorance era to me. Like they was already starting to be accepted, but there's certain people out here that just can't accept it and they keep talking about it. So that's the ignorance era to me. But you gotta think when we was little.
We not
when
gonna
we was
stop
little,
not talking about it, but we gonna
Right.
talk through it.
But when
Let's get over this hump.
right.
You know?
Everybody matters. That's where it's.
But when we was like
Right.
little, it was just very fucking unacceptable.
Right.
And then you start to get into the late 90s,
like
early
abomination.
2000s, and it's like, okay, these people's all right. We're going to let
we
them do what
working
they
in there.
want to do.
We working it in there.
And now we in this era, and it's like, okay, these niggas is fucking moving too fast. The fuck's going on here?
Boy, once they got there, they got.
How do
there,
y'all
though.
got more civil rights than black people right now? And we've been fighting for 400 years. Now, don't take me as a racist. I'm not a racist. I'm not a racist. But I'm just saying what's on the minds of other
Black
people.
people, white people.
I'm just saying what's on the minds of
Jews
Facts
and
are facts, though.
Gentiles,
Yeah.
Protestants and Catholics,
Right.
gay, straight, and
they
the
wanna
other
talk
way.
numbers. I'm
It's
sure there's
that
statistics that would
month.
prove
Let's
it.
just this.
What pissed me off, I'm not gonna get too deep in it. I don't want to get too deep into this because it's not something I'm like really fond of talking about. But black people,
It's a sensitive.
black people that think Christianity is everything. Do you not know they use Christianity to enslave your
Black
ancestors?
people.
That
It
it was used.
Like you be basically just like
But at the same time, I'm on the
It's
other.
the same. It's the same thing that the
Right.
the
Something
Taliban or whatever.
basically there's
They
something
stole that
disguised.
shit from
On the-
Christianity. You
on
know.
something disguised.
On the same time and difference though, our own people sold our own people. So I really can't even blame the colonizers that came and got people because the people that was running the tribes are like, yeah, you can take this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one.
Man,
So that's what a lot of people don't really understand about that whole
Damn.
beginning of the slave trade. We gave our own people away, not knowing what they was headed into, but we gave our own people away.
the one thing that fucked me up the most is I love being in the country that we can sit here and say this shit. We gonna turn up. We gonna say
freedom of
something
speech.
else and this and that.
It-
and you know what I mean? What happens to the song? And I'm proud to be an American man.
Right.
Fuck you and fuck that and fuck all this.
But
No offense.
that's one.
Love all y'all motherfuckers.
That's one
Love
thing.
yourself first and foremost.
That's
man.
one
human
thing.
race.
That's one.
Exactly.
That's
brother.
one thing that motherfuckers can be proud of today, no matter what
Proud.
color, race, is the fact
Proud.
that the forefathers gave motherfuckers the freedom to freedom of free press and free speech.
But hey,
And we doing it.
what's crazy? We can bounce back for a quick second on basically the students. That I was talking to you about this morning. The curriculum. We're talking about our forefathers.
Right.
The shit that's in writing. They're not even teaching our kids cursive in the curriculum no more.
Right.
So here we are. We got a constitution that what our young generation probably see
Can't
is
even read.
tainted with cursive.
Yeah.
Can't even
You know what I'm
read
saying?
the shit.
It's like us trying to read Arabic or something like that.
But with
to
me, it's not even the cursive. You know what it is? They're not even teaching these kids how to balance checkbooks or their finances.
them. right.
So I ain't teaching.
This
they're
is
not
shit
teaching
that
business.
this is shit that we learned in elementary school.
This sounds like
Junior
subjects to me.
achievement.
It sounds like reading and writing and then math and,
But you gotta
and
think. You gotta
economics
think.
and
When we
all
was
these
coming
different
up,
subjects.
we had junior achievement.
right.
That taught us shit like that.
Right.
So we were prepared. But now these kids, these babies that's having babies,
Y'all
they
remember
babies
Exchange
is
City?
coming in not prepared.
It's loophole after loophole.
Exchange
Bro.
City, y'all remember that
Yeah,
shit?
Exchange City. That's
Y'all remember that shit?
That's
We went
why-
to Fort
Yes,
Wayne.
y'all remember the Frito-Lay factory and
no,
all that
it was
shit?
it was
We became
Noblesville.
bosses.
It was
for a day.
Noblesville.
It was Noblesville.
Yeah.
Noblesville. Okay.
It was
We went to
Noblesville.
Noblesville.
Fort
and
Wayne
became
was
bosses
the
for the day.
yeah. Y'all remember
Uh,
Exchange City?
We got to simulate what it was like to be
That's
out there in the world
right.
working. If it was flipping burgers,
We did that
or
shit.
And that's-
if I was a bank teller.
You
or,
remember?
or,
Look,
Yeah. And that's why they
I
learned
was a
us
bank-
how
I
to.
was in the bank over there.
That's-
balancing
over here.
books.
That's how they learned us how to write checks. Is that
Y'all
shit
remember that
Exchange
shit?
City?
I didn't
Yeah.
think nothing back
Yeah.
then. I didn't think nothing about getting down on some banks, baby. As
Exchange
Yeah.
City.
the
Y'all
book
remember
man
that
for the
shit?
bank.
Yeah. I don't remember
Shit.
what I was doing. I don't remember. That's how long. I mean, but you know, I kind of got a head injury.
They have-
Shout out to Exchange City. If y'all need a little plug on that shit, we can
They
bring that
still-
shit back for the kids.
No.
I kind of want to
They
get in
still
on this.
do- they still
Man,
do that
I'm
shit.
game, bro.
But it's all debit.
Let's
We
make
ain't
our
writing no
kids do
checks
this
no
shit
more.
for a day.
They still-
and debit cards, credit cards. We
But-
get like I swear to God,
They
that shit.
still do that
I was
shit.
signing.
But for some
Yeah.
reason, they just don't offer it to our school system no more. But they still do that shit. They still got the
We're
Exchange
gonna-
City.
Oh no,
Hey,
fuck
we're gonna
that.
cut
Yeah,
costs and we're
fuck
gonna keep
that.
it.
We gotta
we're
find
gonna
this
keep
shit out.
I feel like when we're going to cut costs. Well, y'all get funds and all this good shit. What's this shit called?
I'm about to holler at
when
Ronnie
somebody gives you
Morel.
free
So we
money,
can
a
do some
grant.
boys and girls.
Motherfuckers
Club.
He gonna be able to do that
rent
shit.
for
That's the
education
school
more than
system.
anything.
We gonna make our own.
That's
school
that's
system.
Mr. Burke, the superintendent, and the
Mr.
school board.
Who?
Mr. Burke.
God bless his heart.
Bless his heart. That's what you saying. But
Look,
bless
bro.
his heart. But you know, let's do this shit for the kids, man.
Right.
Let's have a movement, man. Fuck it.
Some more bullshit of the day though,
What you got?
or the week. So I blew the rear end out on my Yukon the other
shit
night.
happens, bro.
Damn, boy,
Fuck.
I had to swap a
Bro.
tranny in 05 Blazer, nigga.
But
That shit
look,
was not fun.
It fucked with me.
It
'cause
was not fun.
I drove my Yukon around all day. I think it was Friday when it happened. It was Thursday. So I drove it around all day. Went and ran for my dad. You know my dad don't drive no more and shit. Went and ran around. My truck was running funny. So I go to leave McCullough Thursday night. And you know how you can jump on to 37th or 34th Street, and then you can jump back on to Nebraska from the parking lot, right? So I let my shit coast on out of the parking lot. I'm not hitting the gas. I started it cold, so I'm going to idle higher.
Right.
I get out in 34. I get ready to turn on Nebraska, and my truck, before I hit the brakes, threw me out in the traffic.
Damn.
I gunned it.
Damn.
Got to get the fuck out of the way.
Look.
My life is
And it's a car coming. So I gunned it, and that motherfucker was like, bang! I'm like, oh shit! So I thought I blew my transmission. Well, the sound is coming out of my ass end, and I get to the crib. We pushed it with my Cherokee from McCullough all the way here, and had to come up 38th Street in traffic and shit. So I pushed it with this Jeep. I'm muscling the shit out of it with the Jeep. I'm smashing the back end of this motherfucker, pushing it.
Hey, I bet it's how you put like 3 cans in your blender, nigga. It was
My
like,
my 10 bolt main on the back is leaking gear grease like
Lord have mercy.
none other. So I'm like, yeah,
That's
this
like
that
the sum
rear
of all
end.
fears right there. I swear, bro. If
So
it-
with that
Woo-wee.
shit, you can rebuild everything back there, but it's better to just go ahead and buy another rear end and be done
Right.
with it.
yeah, swap it all.
Which I had that
out.
problem. Remember that gray Tahoe I had?
Yeah.
I had that problem with that. That's how I bought that Tahoe with a destroyed fucking differential and went to Muncie, got a rear end, threw that bitch on there. I had some meth heads put it on for
Yeah, you
like
fucked up.
$20.
Eyes on the man.
It took them like 30 minutes though. So I'm
How they
like,
do
man,
though? Like,
oh, it was perfect. And then
It
I
rolled great too. He sold it.
and
got their
then
number. Shit.
and then instead of taking it back to them, I took it to another motherfucker, and he over tightened my starter and cracked my heads.
Motherfucker.
So I'm like, I should have taken it to the fucking crackhead.
I beat the fuck out of him with the middle part of my belt. I swear to God.
Damn, they said the middle part of my belt.
Wow!
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ. He said, fuck meth heads out here, you know. I'm just playing.
Some more bullshit of the
No
week.
bullshit.
No
bullshit. Like, I ain't gonna act like I'm Mr. Perfect.
We touched up on this bullshit about 2 weeks ago, I believe. Well, 3 because we've been on a little break. But
it was last year. I don't know.
The Oak Hill rape situation.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
this shit's
I
back
wish
again?
some
What the
would.
fuck, bro?
So there's an update. Rashard from Channel 27 released it, I think last night.
You can't say that shit no more, man. He's trying to quit.
No, well,
he got him.
He got supporters, man.
What it boils down to, motherfuckers really do need to support him. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying I'm the same nigga from Marion for a long time. Niggas from Marion do not support niggas from Marion. Like, stop crying on that shit and do your fucking shit.
But you don't.
We're not gonna stop doing us.
But you
no offense, we're not gonna stop doing. All right.
I ain't even gonna speak on it.
All right.
I'm gonna let that one go.
All right. Don't speak.
Because at no offense, we are supporters.
We are. I'm not saying we're not supporting you.
Yes,
but at the same
we
time,
are.
like,
We are upset.
Feelings ain't facts. We've
where I
been
came
down
from.
for a long time. Nigga.
We
Feelings
are
ain't facts.
upset that he is calling last day of business on Channel 27,
That
which
shit
is
hurt
a
my
year
feelings,
from
but
now.
Don't give up now, bro.
I was kind of in my feelings about that too.
Don't give up now,
That's
bro.
who I rely on. I probably shut my ass up and go ahead and donate. Be 100 with you.
And it's not even that. Like,
Because
it's just
I
like,
enjoy-
don't.
I'm not watching Fox 59. I'm not watching CNN. I ain't watching none of that shit.
You don't live there, bro.
I'm watching my local news shit. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can't give up on us now, man.
Because
You
that's
just
where
look.
the heart's
Okay, look, this is what I'm gonna say. And even at that, I'm not saying fuck that, fuck this. I'm no offense, but I'm ready to give him some help. He needs some help. I guess I'll go out and do
It's
whatever.
not that he.
I give him some gas.
It's
I'll
not
give him a
that
ride.
he
Whatever,
need
bro. Like,
help.
what,
It's
fuck that.
he
man.
need the funding. It's not the help. It's the funding.
Funding, yeah.
So now, but it's so far gone that he is starting to branch on the other shit that once he gets fully committed to it,
And that's where
who the fuck is gonna run that shit? Nobody gonna run that shit.
Don't nobody got no money, bro. What funding,
Right.
bro?
But it's
based
not
where
even
we
money.
at, though.
Man, there's 30,000 motherfuckers in this city.
And that's a lot of talent there. You know what I'm
And
saying,
it's
to be
about
underpaid,
5,000 motherfuckers that don't agree with what he doing. But you got to think about it. If 25,000 people donated $1, one time shine, that's going to get him covered damn near a whole year.
Right, but he need motherfuckers like us to go out there and be like, hey, man.
But you got to think.
They gonna give me $1 for
And-
they give a
and
short
this-
because I'm gonna be. I know what you going
Right.
through. I've been there.
And
I've
this ain't
that
this ain't no shot at him because we did have
No,
one
it's
show.
not no shade.
No,
or nothing like that.
no, but this is
No,
what I'm
it
about
ain't no
to
shade,
but listen
man.
what I'm about to say because it could be interpreted the wrong way.
It's just
But
for
we
the
had him on the show. I think it was episode 5 or 6. I can't remember. No offense, but
Right.
we had him on the show. We show him love. We share a lot of his posts on the group page. And
Not saying we don't love that
but
nigga.
look,
I'm for that
this
shit,
this
bro.
is where I'm kind of
You're
fucked
welcome.
up, and I apologize in advance. I don't want to seem like I'm bitter or nothing like that. I still support him no matter what because
Niggas
that's
out here
what
ain't
he's
paying
supposed
their
to
bills,
do.
man.
But we've not got one share from his outlet.
Like,
I mean,
We've
okay.
not, but listen, we've not got one
I'm
share.
listening, bro.
And
I
it's
don't
not.
need to
It's
listen,
not
bro.
about the shares. It's not about it. It really ain't.
it
It's
might
not
be
about
a
the
kind of a
shares.
secular factor, I think, but you know what I'm saying? I understand.
But it's
Okay,
like
okay.
when respect is given, respect should be due, and we
Right.
show a lot of respect and a lot of love to that outlet. And like I said, don't get me wrong, Rashard is my guy. I love him to death.
All right, Sean.
I appreciate everything that he out here doing, and we have donated. I'm looking at the camera right now.
bless
We
him, bro.
have
Hey, we donated and all this shit.
We
And
had an
I have been on
episode.
the news with this nigga before.
But
man.
look, we had an episode where your homies came from out of town and they donated. We bought food that night, and I said,
Motherfuckers out
"Well,
of
whatever."
state
I said,
donated.
"Whatever we spend, we gonna donate it
Go
to
ahead.
Channel 27."
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And instead of spending the
Match that
money,
shit up.
instead of buying the pizza with my car like I was gonna do, went ahead and paid with it in cash, and I took the difference and I sent it to them on Cash App. So I do show support before anybody try to say some reckless shit about what I'm saying right now. That's my guy.
I hope
But
he don't say
I'm
no
not.
reckless
I'm not salty and I'm not hurt. I understand. There's a lot of frustration going on, but damn, can we get the love in return?
That's all about kind of being independent. in the arts,
Right.
in anything. You know what I mean? Filmography, whatever.
Oh shit!
Oh,
God damn, bro.
grab
Independent
one
arts.
of them
I
towels over there.
Tyler
over here knocking shit down.
That's just one of the things coming with it. But you know, usually independent artists worry about going national type shit. He's worried about his city. Come on now.
Yeah,
You know,
and then, this is where he's born and raised. This is home.
And you gotta appreciate that so much simply because, like, a lot of motherfuckers go ahead and take off and not put on for the city after that type shit. But not saying that really comes from out of here, but he really be cool with it. I rely on him for my local information.
It's just underneath that candle. Yeah, and that's the homie I fuck with. Love him to death. Him and his kids. Every time I see his kids out in public, it's nothing but love.
Straight up,
I love all of them to death. They
I
good
know
people.
one of them, man, and I just shoot. Yeah, man, I
Got it.
just sometimes in life, you go where you go, and it's not.
Yeah.
And ups and downs.
I'm not
and
going to
rounds
elaborate
and
on that shit.
And this
It ain't
is
even
what,
that. It's just like
And
man,
this-
we
in my
are
prayers, you
supporting you, bro. Don't
Right.
give up. Don't
Like,
give
don't-
up when motherfuckers.
it ain't even about giving up because I'm all for it. If you not getting the support, then God damn it, you got other good shit going on. Go fucking chase it.
It's time.
Right.
Please
That's
do.
a different sign telling you to go do something
Go do
else.
something else. Please do that. But that
Switch up your cycle.
But
plain and
this
simple.
is me showing how much we stand behind him, even though we've not really gotten the love in return.
Man.
I'm not upset about him quitting because I know what the fuck this man is capable of. As far as being a producer and a director, this man is hungry.
Right.
He's done time. He's done enough time to be older than our kids.
And the amount of thought went in with doing time, I can relate it because I thought, and I had so many visions laying back with my head behind my back, just laying back at night, just thinking
and why
I
the
got
man
this vision.
and why the
And
man
let's pursue. So maybe he's giving us a platform to pursue
right,
artists.
but at the same time, the man while he was
Definitely could be
doing
inspiring.
time, he was writing books. He was
Books!
putting books out.
Books are a whole nother
I wish I
level.
could get my hands on them. I remember reading one, and that motherfucker was fire. I wish I could get
Paper
my
copies,
hands on
man.
it.
I read the
Man,
paper
I wish I
copies,
could get my
man.
hands
Books
on
are on
something.
a whole nother level of life.
I believe
swear.
that some of his books was still on the state commissary when I was locked up.
And they probably still are.
I don't remember. They might not be. That's you got to think. I've been out the hole about 10 years.
But
now,
even
so.
at that, like this man says he's not a fucking journalist, but he's wrote books
Bottom line, keep it local. Let's get each other's backs type shit.
and run it, Fred.
Uh,
That's what I'm talking about, Fred.
Keep that shit so local
Run
that
that
like
shit,
that's in
Fred.
our bones, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like being local is in
Yeah.
our DNA. Like being local really at the back, like mom and pop stores, all that shit.
Yeah.
I love that shit. I love that shit.
Even the ad to.
Put one around the corner from
He
my
went
house
to the
up the road.
bathroom, but he gonna be able to relate too. But it's some more bullshit. I just found out. I confirmed it the other night. So Darren Scott is the coach for the middle school wrestling team.
What's his dad's name? Vincent.
David
David
Big
Scott.
Dave.
He worked at Lincoln as
yeah,
a custodian.
he was our custodian.
I got
So-
him for career day one day. I remember I was wearing a WCW shirt and shit.
so
He's like,
that-
show me your muscle. Hey, I showed him that little bit of kid muscle, bro. I swear to God, I was custodian on career day, boy.
Yeah, so that's my uncle.
I'll never forget that.
That's my uncle. So
He said,
I
you
was-
got the muscles, bro.
I
We
talked
need
to
you
I
in
talked to
there.
Darren after the matches and shit, and I did not know he closed Pops. Pops is closed. Pops is no longer a staple in the hood no more.
You know,
He retired.
for that area on our map from our town, not no county shit.
I got a
You
phone
know the-
call to make. I'm just gonna leave
You
it
know
at
the
that.
way Burgers was to us coming up. Still this day, I'll travel over to Burgers. Shit.
Oh yeah.
Cheap Rellos, what's good? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? And then say if you from the neighborhood like my guy I came up with, David. He from that neighborhood. That's his neighborhood. He going to Pop Shop.
I just
He didn't
wish
travel much further than that. It
going to
might
Pop.
go to Circle K, but
Pop.
we ain't gonna tell nobody.
Right.
Pops is the one to make people look at like it's too many fucking Arab corner stores. Pops is the last legit link to self-owned. It's from the hood, so we keeping it in the hood type of person.
That's what I moved
And
back for. That's kind
we
of the same
got
shit
two,
that I want to
and
get started.
I fuck with the
We can
Indians
definitely
here.
do this.
I fuck with the Indians here. Whatever people want
They
to
about
call
making
them,
money,
whatever,
though.
Habibs, whatever. I fuck with them.
And I like
But
that.
at the same
They
time,
about they
I would like to see a true blue
That's where it makes it
black-owned
work.
neighborhood gas station.
Like,
I would love to see that.
Right.
And
Pops with a
Pops,
fucking gas pumps.
Right.
I would love to see that.
it'd be going right back into your, the man,
Even if it was Mexicans, I would
Do you know
fucking
where to
love
buy
that.
gasoline from?
I will pull up through your drive-through and get a motherfucking.
That's the question.
But look,
like whether it be
but
Pops,
look,
this, that, like
but
I
look,
don't know the
but
motherfucker.
look,
Hey man, I need a whole,
this-
I need a whole fucking
you-
shit full of gasoline.
it's, it's like
where to buy
you
that?
know me, you know I am, and I'm saying this fucking lighthearted as possible.
I'm scared of buying gas.
It ain't even gotta be niggas in the hood. I will take some Mexicans in the hood. I don't give a fuck, cause Mexicans have always been in the hood around here.
This, that, the other.
Bring that ass, cause I will pull up, pump gas, and get a microwave fucking burrito. You think I'm playing?
Mucho gracias.
Shit.
Have a good day. Thank you for
Let
shopping
me-
with me.
let me get
with
that-
Your own store.
yeah, let me get
Whether
that,
it be fucking
uh,
sewing materials, blankets, this, that, the
Yeah.
other, man.
If you a black man
Buy
in the
back
hood,
the hood.
open up your mom and pop store, vice versa. It don't matter what race you are.
It don't have to be
They
a
gonna
hood.
shop
Buy back
with
your
you.
neighborhood.
Yeah, we gonna
But
shop.
Neighborhood. Buy
neighborhood,
back the neighborhood.
We got our neighborhood.
Because-
we got our convenience.
and
This
this-
is why it's called a convenience store. Real
Yeah,
talk.
and
Right.
this is why I put it this way, because these Indians that buy up these hood gas stations and shit, they're not putting shit back into the community.
Hell no.
They don't give a fuck.
They
about
don't give a
putting on
fuck
for the
about
city.
that.
Hell no.
It's what's going into their pocket and how much taxes do they gotta pay if they gotta pay it.
Right.
So to them, the hood is just another dollar.
But we shop with them though.
But we still shop, but we
Man.
still
What
show
other options
love.
we got?
we got.
Yeah,
our
we ain't got-
Walmart.
But I ain't trying to pay that
we
price
don't-
for expensive relis, so I'm
The
gonna get where I fit
only
in.
the only local option.
You gonna pay the same? You going to Village
But
Pantry?
look, the only
You going to Village
no
Pantry? Or
look.
you going to A-Red?
What you talking about? There ain't no village pantry. The Hindu done
The one
got
over,
him, boy.
the one over there on fucking 38 still there.
Yeah, it's still there.
Lone
It's
like some-
Survivor.
It's like some Grand Theft Auto shit. They
You going to
taking
Village
over.
Pantry?
My thing is
Why you
like
gonna buy off me?
the only like local shit we got anymore is Low Bob's.
McClure's.
Straight up.
They
Low
ain't
Bob's is
McClure's
it.
ain't even local.
Hey, you
That's a
remember,
corporation.
You remember
Right.
when Low Bob's got busted by the Firearms and Tobacco Commission because you remember when tube tobacco came out was a thing.
Yep.
Right.
They had a machine in there like a whole little ATM looking mug that was making cartons of cigarettes for
Yeah.
a mug at a time.
It rolled
Hey,
for 'em.
They weren't having that shit. Commission rolled in. I'm gonna get that ass and I'm gonna get it good. They shut
Right.
it down, confiscated and everything.
Yep.
But you know, for the poor man that out there working type shit, that was his off subject as fuck, but that was his go to for
Right.
you know his everyday means.
I can get my cigarettes for fucking $1 a cart.
Shit, I'm ready to go south to get cigarettes at this point.
That ain't much better, but
We ain't got this.
I ain't been here in a
We
while,
gonna
but
go and get this bullshit of the week out the way. We done filled it up.
now we done
Man, we
finished
filled
with
it up. We
bullshit.
filled it up. Good
Let's
conversation.
go. Let's go
Good
ahead.
conversation.
Let's go ahead. And get
We're
into
gonna
it.
go ahead and introduce my man, formerly my guy, my ace boom
Dun,
coon.
dun, 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 dun,
25
dun,
plus
dun,
years
dun,
of
dun,
friendship.
dun, dun,
25, bro.
dun,
It's
Plus,
dun, 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 dun,
plus.
dun, dun, dun,
This is my guy, Brian, aka Fred Miller.
Yeah.
man, I'm
my
happy to be
motherfucking
here,
Oh,
guys.
B
For
Mills,
sure.
where
I'm
you
happy to
going,
have you.
Have me
man?
on here.
Hey,
Family, it's always family first in this joint.
I know
Always.
that's right.
Always. Always.
Had
This
the
is my
bullshit,
guy.
you know what I mean?
We go way back to where we had to play each other over and over again at Sunnycrest League.
He's talking about
But we were there
baseball.
playing. We got trophies though.
Yeah, oh yeah, we got some trophies, yeah. Yeah, my coach was a bit of a, well, my coach that took over was a bit of a pervert.
Well,
Hey, yeah, he got smacked
Well,
with
you
that
know,
shit, but
well, you know
I
that
never
that
seen
was
it, though.
Brittany's stepdad,
yeah,
and he was actually molesting her.
dirty motherfucker.
dirty motherfucker.
I didn't know this until years later. And,
He
you
got
know,
a special place somewhere.
Oh,
me
well,
and Brittany
guess
was
I'm
thick
glad
as
I ain't gonna-
thieves. Like if she would have told me this, I probably would have went the fuck off on Buddy. It would have
Right.
been
And
over with.
that's so crazy. What we living in the moment at each and every age era. You know what I'm saying? We kids at that point in time, and we sitting next to this person. We playing ball with them type shit, and we never knew anything. Something horrible that could be going on, and this is the severity of the situation. A lot
Right.
of people bottle up,
Right.
and the long term effects could potentially be drastic.
Well,
But
what fucked me up is there's always been some kind of guilt in the back of my mind because I kind of knew, but being pretty much a child,
Right.
and this is a guy that's teaching you the game,
Right.
you tend to you sidestep it.
Right.
I sidestepped it, not knowing what the fuck was really going on, and then actually I found out what was going on. Me and Chrissy got together because Brittany is actually Chrissy's stepsister.
Wow.
So
dang.
you know Brian to do tattoos, used to do
Yeah.
them across. That's Brittany's real dad. Well, he dated Chrissy's mom for a while, and you know that's Daddy Diddy. That's my guy. That's my fucking guy. To this day, I don't fault that man for nothing. That's my guy. People go through shit, but at the same time, I kind of knew because we went. Remember? Oh no, you didn't go with us. It was just our team that went. We went to the Fort Wayne Wizards game.
Yeah.
When it was before they became the 10 Caps.
That'd
It
be
was
like
the Wizards.
Almost the Harlem Globetrotters.
Right.
He said,
So, you know,
Like
this is a big thing for kids my age because living in Indiana, you either going to
Hey,
an
you get
Indians
pumped.
game.
You get
Yeah.
pumped.
You either
That's straight up.
going to an Indians game or you're going to a Wizards game.
Right.
And in rare circumstances, you're going to a Reds game or a Cubs game or a White
Right.
Sox game.
Or
So
the Pacers game. Them Pacers
to
games
me,
at the Boys and Girls Club was a
being-
motherfucker.
One
Being
Pacer game
in-
in my life.
being
See?
in my age and have been to the major baseball cities, I have literally only been to a Cubs, Wizards, and an Indians game. I haven't even
I
been.
pray for my Cubbies, look, bro. I swear
Right.
to God, I pray for them. I love
got
them
a
much.
Cubs tattoo. Y'all see
But
it?
damn, come on.
But
Come
even
on,
then,
man.
you know,
Get it.
to
Who
this
they,
day,
you know?
I have not been to a 10 Caps game. Which 10 Caps,
I haven't seen them since they switched from the Wizards.
I have not seen them since they
I haven't-
switched
I
from the
haven't been to a
Wizards.
10 Caps.
I have not. I
My
have
kids
not.
have come home.
But
and
I
shit.
kinda
Those
knew-
tire races at the
I
Wizards
kind of
games.
knew on that trip something was off because he made her sit in the front seat, and he kept touching our leg.
Oh.
So I never, you know, I ain't really think shit about it. It's his kid. You know, maybe he's up there making jokes or something, or you know, you didn't think about shit like that when we was that
You
age.
wasn't a father back then.
You gotta think I'm like 14, 15 years old. You know, like I'm getting
Right.
ass, but
Right.
I'm not paying attention
wasn't
to
a father
shit like
back
you
then.
know.
I
This
didn't
shit
get ass
is
yet, but I'll
this
work
shit
on
is
it.
dead
I know
minded
that's
to
right.
me, and it's a touchy subject to touch on because it's kind of emotional because I put my trust in
Right.
somebody who's supposed to be greater than what I expect, and they turn out to be a
They come
fucking
out to be something
sleazeball.
you
Right.
thought wasn't
And
something.
it's
That's enough
fucked
to
up.
shake your world
I
up a
took-
little bit.
I took more pride in being close to y'all coach and
Right.
everybody else more than being into my coach.
Right.
I played a fair game. Every time we played each other and I pitched, I played a fair. Except for one time I got pissed off because y'all beat us 3 times in a row and I hit.
Right. No matter
I
how
walked in everybody on the team.
Damn.
a display of sportsmanship, though, no
Yeah.
matter how many
It
times
was
it got
respect.
old. Shit, I think that you might have got sportsmanship.
I was like the
award.
MVP of the season.
Because this cat was like, far as sportsmanship, you know, he was a prime example. And look, like, yeah, I know my dad ran
But
the league and
I
shit.
did
but
have my games.
I had the behind the scenes shit.
Right.
And
But
why,
you gotta think.
why this person got this reward. You know what I'm
gotta
saying?
think. You gotta think. Back then, I struggled with a
There was
lot of
somebody else
fucking
going up
anger.
for that.
A lot of
that
anger.
And I
title
took
and
my
shit.
anger out on motherfuckers with that baseball. I think I probably had the record for walks.
Hey,
Right.
I walked motherfuckers 7 innings straight before they pulled me and was like, I. Like, I was hitting motherfuckers, like, because I didn't care no more. I was pissed off, mad. My coach is a fucking bum, and they got the fucking greatest coach in the world, and we keep playing these motherfuckers every week. So, you know, I'm exploding. Like, you got me fucked up. I'm about to walk every fucking body.
like
The only motherfuckers I didn't hit with the ball was Brian and Sean. Them the only motherfuckers
your
I
heart.
did
They
not
got-
hit with
they
the
got
ball.
hard. I
He
would've
said,
did.
bless your heart.
But on the other hand, go
And-
ahead and walk me.
Right. I was throwing
Take
I was
my
throwing
base.
it outside. No, actually the game that I walked like 7 innings straight, I gave Sean a home run.
Right.
And I think I gave you like a triple or some shit. I can't remember.
Boy, I should've,
Because you hit a line drive and I was like
I couldn't ever hit that motherfucker out of the park though.
I could catch it.
My brother all day
but-
could pop it over the fence. We on the same team, and I'll be like, "Damn, I just want to be that
But
motherfucker,
Earl-
big bro, for 1 minute. Let me
Earl
shine."
got pissed
Right.
off. Earl got pissed off because he knew I could catch these line drives, and I ducked it. let it go on by me.
And that shit staying in my head too.
I had Steven Cotton in center field and Jeffrey Cotton in right field.
He bit my brother sliding in the home plate. My brother slid in the home plate and bite him. He bit him.
That's why.
Damn, that's some Tyson shit.
That's
bro.
why we put him in the outfield because he was a little too aggressive. He was getting a little too mad. So we had Steven in center field and we had Jeffrey in right field. Which God rest Jeffrey's soul. He was into some crazy shit. But God rest his soul.
We knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Jeffrey was actually
cool.
He was actually a bad motherfucker on the field. Right. He could move.
Yeah,
he was quick.
And little Tony,
but he was little Tony. Hey, he was one of the few motherfuckers that could hit off of me in practice.
I'm gonna tell you about the time I think we're in the fireman's tournament. He run the World Series for us. Bad little short mug, and that's before this boy. Who do I say? Anthony? Not Anthony. God, Lord. The other brother.
Jeffrey?
Not Jeffrey.
Steve?
Little Tony. Shit. We ain't so little no more, man. We wish him the best of luck on what he has going on right now. But, damn, man. It's a shame to see that shit now because I remember, my guy being a little innocent dude.
And he was the sweetest kid ever. The sweetest kid. Sweet.
You know that little umpire clicker thing the umpires had?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we kept some extra one of those in our batting bag just because that's how we distributed them. My dad ran this shit, so he kept it in the batting bag.
Right.
Oh, man, this is the Little League World Series, bro. And he's out in the right field. And he got that clicker secretly out there. He's keeping count himself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good Lord. Bro, he misses a pop-up. And the other time, he was cold with catching the pop-ups. He called it out. I got it. Wow. In the mitt, we go. Right. And motherfucker out, bro. Was cold with it. But the only time he slipped up was the Little League World Series. Fucking with that clicker. And I was in North Carolina when this shit happened, so I was absent for 2 games. But like, these are the games that count. This is the games that make you shine.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Fucking
you want to go on vacation, you want to play the game.
My dad called me, telling me what happened. I'm like, oh, man. I was like, I wish I'd been there.
We needed you.
I was so pissed off that I turned it down. I didn't play for Olympic Games. I didn't do it. The World Series. I didn't do it. I didn't want to.
I was hoping he was coming back because, I still got to be involved. My dad's running this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I was pissed.
I was like, man, my guy Ron coming in here. We got... And a few other cats. We
got us
to stay a little line. We got us a show.
What it was is your dad wanted me to be the relief, and I didn't want to be the relief.
Right.
I hated being relief.
Right.
Let me go out here and wear myself out by the 5th inning. Somebody else can come in.
Right.
4th, 5th inning. And
so he wanted to be a star. He said, "Fuck."
But being older, I understand why.
Right.
Because he wanted to save that arm.
Right.
So. By the time it actually started, I actually threw my arm out to where I wouldn't have been able to play anyway.
And that's a motherfucker when your coach, the coach runs to the concession stand after taking this player off the mount and getting a bag of icing this shit down. We in Little League now. Come on. Hey, that shit that happened in high school though.
Man, it happens to this day.
We just started Little League.
LeBron's flopping to this day.
Them Little League guys were trying to, in the back of their mind, they're like, I want these kids to be the best, the nastiest out here. So they trying to teach us to be all we can be.
Right.
I think we could have been in that. If I would have played, I wouldn't have been much help, but we probably would have been the nastiest. Because I played the hell out of shortstop. If I wasn't running pitcher, I was shortstop.
That's what my brother be on.
And you got to think, Alex Rodriguez was my idol at the time. Right. Seattle Mariners. So it was like shortstop is everything.
That's when baseball is like WWE and it's when it was
good.
That's when
it was literally. I'm playing the game.
But
my
thing was, I knew I wasn't gonna be no good. I'd have to be a designated hitter. I'm not hitting shit right now.
Right.
It just didn't fit for me, but I didn't want to be a relief pitcher. Right. So that was the real reason why I was like, nah, I don't want to play.
Right.
I don't want to be the fucking relief. I played soccer the rest of that season.
I remember trying to play soccer. I was on Two Locks Plastics. And I think that's like the second year my dad didn't coach Two Locks. It was another guy. And I swear to you, on this team was every single preppy kid we had in our school. That's when the schools combined. Yep. And I swear most of them are dope fiends now, but I'll pray for you type shit. But, boy, you want to talk about awkward. I was a complete social outcast. I was this chubby kid, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That
Definitely know that feeling.
I just had to get in where I fit in type shit, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't no preppy kid. I came from something I came from something that wasn't so preppy, you know. I rocked them Walmart clothes and shit like that. But why they rocking them what's it called? Aeropostale.
Not there.
But I mean, I rock Aeropostale now because I probably could afford it type shit.
I didn't actually get into that shit until Jones closed.
Then I felt hypocritical as fuck.
When I went to Justice, I still the jeans I got on right now is American Eagle. I got on I think I got on Crenshaw shirt, but I didn't start wearing the American Eagle and shit until I went to Justice.
Man, that shit didn't matter before that. Nigga,
because,
you had what you had.
But yeah, but before that, South Pole was the thing. Lugs. You had the South Pole jeans, the Lugs, and the South Pole
this man was
hoodie.
like, he told me this morning, he was like, hey, Tyler, I remember you had them FUBU suits.
I said,
on,
hey, bro, here's what I
said. I had the FUBU. I had the button up and the pants.
You had 3 FUBU button ups you wore a week, type shit, and both of them were fresh as fuck. All 3 times he wore them, like he didn't have these mugs on the iron board or something.
I don't know. If
I definitely put some starch.
I don't know if you remember this or not, but you actually said something to me about it, and I was like kind of embarrassed. I had a South Pole button up with the flowers on it, and it had baby blue stripes on it. I accidentally bleached it and still kept wearing the motherfucker. He was like, "Bro,
that shit's hard. I ain't never seen nobody."
But listen,
bleach is just special effects.
This motherfucker was like, "Hey, bro, did you bleach that shirt?" Bro, I think we was at like a practice or something, and I was changing or something, but he said that shit around hot to the motherfucker. Like, man, you got me fucked up.
I ain't bleached my shit.
Yo, if I ain't bleached my shit, the fuck going on?
Low key, I just bleached some shit not too long ago by accident. But now she gonna know 'cause she watching whatever. But I did laundry and shit, and like I was like, you know how you leave laundry sitting there maybe a day or so, it starts smelling. I gotta rewash this shit because I ain't throwing it in the dryer because this is gonna enhance the smell. I sure as fuck put some more detergent in there. I was like, this shit needs some bleach. This smells.
He said shit's funky.
Turn that bitch to hot, hit that button. Now I'm like, let's go. She'll never know.
Shit.
Hey, man, I just fucked up too.
I told her the recipe. Why you telling the old lady the recipe?
I apologize.
No offense, but you know.
I used to be so strict about my whites. Remember on 4th Street, nigga? I had the whole laundry room.
That's some being locked up shit. I
used to be so strict. Like
whites are not meant to be done with any other color of clothes. Well, don't make me pull out the mop bucket for the day before any mop goes in it. Because I'm going to wash my shit and I'm going to try to get as white as I be. I might have a visit.
Once I had my son, I was throwing like the white onesies in with the color. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Throw this shit in there. So like now it's like the only thing I bleach. The only thing I bleach now is when I'm washing my white shoes and my work shirt because I gotta wear a white polo to work.
Don't try to bleach forces. Don't let them set
Don't do it.
Them bitches be cracking and swelling like. Don't do it.
This ain't.
Hey, these are Doloreses. These ain't even Forresses no more.
And this ain't
Dolores.
This ain't no plug. This is not no plug. This is personal opinion. Let me go ahead and say that first for Commons hit us for fucking copyright.
No offense, but fuck.
But this is what I fuck with. This is the Rejuvenator, and this is the basic box. So this box is dope. How it open up too. It's dope. So like you open it like this, and you got the fucking liquid, and literally you only have to put like maybe a 2-second squirt in a fucking 8-ounce.
Now
jug.
what's this liquid for?
This is to clean your shoes.
Oh shit!
Bring them back, and this shit works.
Oh, yeah.
So I use that shit with a little bit of water, and then you got a soft bristle for like soft leathers and like mesh and shit, and then you got a medium bristle for like hard leathers and like hard fucking mesh and cloth and shit, and then you got a stiff bristle for like the bottom of the shoes, the soles, the outsoles, shit like that.
The end.
And then you got the cleaning rag, which after you do all this scrubbing, you clean all the soap and shit off with this. And then once you're done, you take a pillowcase. You can buy a Rejuvenator bag, but I use a pillowcase because it works the same. Right. But you can take a pillowcase and you can put the shoes in the pillowcase and put the motherfuckers in the washer. And then once you wash them, bruh.
That's what my shit does.
But this shit is crazy. Like,
I never
have
thought
not,
about a bag though.
Right.
That might give us some texture in that motherfucker where they ain't thumping.
I'm not. Like, I got on the Adidas Forum right now, so like these, I've not even hit these since I've had them.
I stay rocking my Adidas, bro.
I got.
You don't see me really switch up very much.
I got a pair of Jordan Hair 6s, the Bugs Bunnies.
Yeah.
I'll hit them with them like every once in a while. I'll throw them in there. I got a pair of basic ass white Pumas. I'll throw in there with some bleach. My Raging Bulls.
You wash them cold or you washing them hot?
I wash them cold. But my Raging Bull, I got a pair of. I got a pair of Raging Bulls from 2005 that still fucking immaculate. Like, I've worn them because you're not supposed to put shoes up and not wear them. Right. It tears the fucking soul. We touched on that on the episode.
I rotate my shit out.
But yeah, you're supposed to rotate them out and wear them. Well, I've had these 15 years. So, like, every now and then, I wear them, I get hair up my ass, and I got to clean them. Well, it's got the speckled black shit on the middle of the outsole. So, like, now it's starting to rub off and shit because of the paint and shit flaking off. And I done washed them so many times. But these fucking shoes, you would think that they was the recent releases. And they really not. These is like the first edition releases. Like, these are the first retros that came out. And I've had them motherfuckers 15 years. But I did come up on Space Jam 11s.
Hey,
at the pawn shop.
I had when I first got out. My chick's cousin gave me I came up on a pair of Space Jams. She's like, "Here, bro, you just got out. You know what time it is. Fly. Here's an outfit." Let's just put it this way. That's before I was getting money, type shit. Right. I had no value in shoes, bro, and I'm out in the yard mowing his Space Jams. I swear, hey. He came over one day, he seen, man, he's like, "What the fuck, bro?" I'm like, "Look, bro, let me explain."
Bro, I got like these right here. Got a pair of steel-toe Air Force or Air Maxes. Fucking steel-toe.
I seen a cold-ass pair of Air Maxes when I was locked up. I was trying to give everything in my collection.
He said,
bro, I was shitty when I came home.
Motherfucker too, my shit's about to be flopping in there.
When I came home, I had to leave all my J's in prison when I came home because they wasn't letting you leave with shit like that back then.
At least the motherfucker get them put to use though. That's one good thing about leaving that shit behind, because there's always that less fortunate shit. Or you got that guy that's doing good. You got to show love regardless. So he coming off on a new pair of shoes. But fucking, man, I had hella shoes when I was locked up, and I just left them bitches behind. I know what it is. I know what time it is. Know what it is.
Yep. The same way I came home to some clothes that wasn't even mine.
Straight up. That's it. Hey, my guy promised me he'd have clothes set and touch down. They might not be mine, but they worked out.
What? Like I said, man, this is no offense, but I told you to get on this shit, man.
Man.
I ain't that. You see me? I done spilled my shit. Take your shit before I spill that shit too.
I spilled all over the damn place. I'm like, damn. I didn't see it coming.
I ain't mean no shit neither, bro. I was like, oh my God, bro. This shit fell and that shit fell. But bro, I seen the first shit fall and it was like dominoes. You just watch that shit go kaboom, boom, 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 boom. Like, God damn, bro. Embarrassing is the word.
It ain't really so much to be embarrassed about. I mean, shit like that happens.
Every day that shit.
That's
happens.
the forces of nature. You feel me? Like,
no offense, but shit happens, motherfucker. You know.
It could have been worse. I do know that.
I could have definitely fell on this big motherfucker behind me. You know what I mean?
That's what I do. I got in my bedroom.
You got that in your bedroom?
Yeah. It was supposed to be for the living room, but we put it in the bedroom. We grown to it, so. Like Netflix in the bedroom type shit.
Big than a motherfucker. You know beer? Yeah. God.
Yeah, we definitely a Netflix family. Like, boy, my chick be knocking episodes down, though. I'd be like, man. I come in, she be watching something new, and I'm like, so what's going on? trying to stay up to par to be involved.
Man, that TV shit be getting to me sometimes, man. I be music so deep. I be like, man, I ain't fucking see that shit.
I try to be out in the little studio setup I got, in the garage. Just, I kind of been putting that over Netflix because it's been my motivation lately. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of that, let's get, bro. You just dropped a SoundCloud, bro. Let's hear about that.
Yeah, I just dropped the SoundCloud yesterday.
Throw the link out there.
Shit, just search B Mills. I think it's the first thing that pops up.
B Mills on what? Facebook,
SoundCloud.
You can find me on Facebook. But
I think we shared it on the No Offense page. I believe we did.
Okay,
I appreciate that.
We'll shoot your links out there and all that. We'll get into it in the editing and all that.
That's a prime example of we local artists keep that shit local.
Man, keep it local until they make it something major, and then make it major together, man. Like, don't forget where the fuck you came from.
We from here. Very few of us move out of here, but we still here. And I personally feel like if I was still, say if I ever moved away from here for whatever reason, like maybe occupation or something,
that's like,
I would still look back on my city and support my city, put on for my city.
See, that's like a lot of people don't know. This is No Offense Studios, by the way of Fast Money LLC. A lot of people don't know Fast Money was actually started with me and my cousin David, who's no longer here. God rest his soul. R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
But David is an original founder, and then we added a couple people, and then shit went south, and we let a couple people go. And after David died, I said fuck it. It's a one man band now. I'm gonna go ahead and dummy it down. Maybe I can get into something. And literally, I don't want to sound like skeptical or anything, but I had a dream, and he was like, we need to get like a radio show popping or something or the other. Like, we was in a dream talking, and normally people don't talk in dreams. Like, the dead don't talk in dreams.
The funny thing is, he was like, don't forget where you came from. Another nigga had that same dream. That was the crazy part. That was the shit.
That's what led me to this.
I had a dream.
And that's what led me to this, because they would be like, no offense, but
that was everywhere throughout the nation. I was just focused on one little.
But you had that same contact. But we all had that same dream. Them motherfuckers came and talked back to us. You know what I mean?
It warms my heart because at the beginning of every show, we do our intro music, and then like somewhere towards the middle of the music, my daughter and my son come on and say, "You're listening to the No Offense But podcast." And that's like the staple. That's like our tag. And then at the end, I do the Fast Money Entertainment. And it's like real deep and shit. But like, this is some shit. David would have been down with this shit.
He would have wanted all these
kids on
that shit.
It would have been
kids out here. Let's make that's not just
and
for
to
us,
me,
man.
He would have been my Artie Lang, and I would have been Howard Stern. That's my Artie Lang.
Justice for Crazy D.
Yeah.
We never gonna stop
Give
that
them
shit,
justice.
man.
It's been far too long.
And the Davids out here that been missed, man. All that people, man. My condolences.
And look, I'm gonna keep it street. I'm not telling nobody to snitch, but if you know something, say something.
Say something, man.
Give us a peace of mind.
Holla at your boy.
Holla at your boy.
Worst thing about that situation is it's a situation I try to get too far involved upon, because people have different opinions. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But shame on our force. How long has this been? And I know this is a touchy subject, and I really don't want to get too far into it.
Man. It ain't even touchy for me no more. It's just, I got to deal with it type shit.
No, we done touched it. We gonna grab onto it now, man.
Let's get it then, because these motherfuckers want to solve any other murders type of shit. Patricia Ryler and David are somewhat cold
case.
Patricia wasn't found, but my guy David was a cold case. You know what I'm saying?
You can't forget Shanae Phelps.
Yeah.
You can't tell me nobody has made an anonymous call or
Shanae
call.
Pons.
Yeah, Shanae Pons too. These are things people in our city forget about. I feel there's a big line of,
but
corruption shit is always going to happen no matter where you at.
What brought me hope, though,
why don't they care?
What brought me hope is that not us.
I'm talking about the man. And when I say the man, I'm talking about
man, they never cared.
But peep this.
government
I can't even go that
officials
far.
swear to an oath.
I can't even go that far because
I'm not hating on
there
nobody.
is still some hope. Because look what just
Hope don't
happened.
never die.
Look
That's the thing.
Look what just happened with P. Flowers case. They just got his killer. That's a 20-year-old case.
20 years old. And I remember when that shit happened.
So like I said, hope.
And I was in there.
Hope don't never die.
was
We
in
not gonna shun or sway from nobody.
I remember when I was in school with his son. Was it Mr. Craven's class?
Jesse.
And I believe this just happened with his father's death. And, you know, me, you, him, the next person in line, nobody is going to hear anybody talk some dirt, especially on my father or my mother or some grandparents or something like that.
Big fact.
And let that shit slide.
Nah.
This motherfucker came from Upland school system. Claimed to be, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I done did that to him a few times.
Right.
I'm Pyru, like, boy, you a white boy.
Nah,
Chill the fuck
nigga,
out.
man.
But here's the thing. He didn't know this man from Adam, bro.
Right.
Not to get onto this whole thing.
Right.
He didn't know my guy
offense.
Jesse's father from Adam didn't know this event just happened. And I believe it happened in that time span. He said something about his father. What did my guy do? He stood up in that motherfucker, pushed his desk back. It's time to bump. You ain't gonna say shit about my daddy.
Yep.
I feel like nowadays some of these kids out there, back in the day, that's something to never slide on our end.
No.
But then you got motherfuckers like me, who is a bitch ass nigga on the West Coast that like to say weird shit about my deceased mother.
Weird motherfuckers are going to say weird shit.
Hey,
You're
man.
absolutely right.
We do not bring it up because me and this nigga was talking about this shit on a person.
But
bring that
I'm
nigga
not-
up,
I'm
and
not
I
gonna-
promise you, we about to get in there.
I'm not gonna-
No offense, but I'm going to take offense.
Right.
Then fuck
It's
that,
whatever.
nigga.
Fuck
I'm not
Fuck
not
that
gonna
nigga,
give
man.
the man the 5 minutes of fame.
And we
but-
not gonna say his name either. No,
not
no
gonna say
podcast.
his name.
Nope.
Not gonna say his name.
Not on this
But
podcast.
my
Is that what
thing
this helping,
is,
bro?
Big fat. Fuck that. Bitch.
my thing is, you would never come here and say that to my face.
I wish a motherfucker wouldn't. He would.
And-
gotta be there and he say it to your
went
face.
there type shit.
But
So
even
motherfuckers just
then,
going to be
We
chilling.
grew up with this bitch ass
It's,
nigga.
it's,
man.
it's,
but even
everything's
then,
okay.
We grew up with this.
but
bitch.
even then, he can say what he want. My mom been gone 20+ years.
That's still your mama, nigga.
Even at the end of the
It's
day,
still
you
your
can say
mama,
what
nigga.
you want to say.
She on the wall, man.
But you can even say what you want to say. She been gone 20+ years. That shit gonna bother me. Like, nigga, the fuck? So, to me, when he was sending that shit my way, I was fucking him up.
Man, I
'cause
get
he
what
was
you
like,
saying on
he
that.
was like, I'll dig your mom up and fuck her.
That
I'm
shit,
like,
bruh.
but listen, but me, you know me.
Boy, man, that's a bad.
But
Man, he
listen.
saying that shit about my kids too, bruh.
But
Nobody's
listen.
here right now.
Due to
man.
the facts, this is a fucked up subject.
He don't
Yeah.
want it. He don't
But
want this
listen,
smoke,
The,
nigga.
the reflection
He
of the
don't.
situation of the matter, motherfuckers that came up with him know all about this man.
But peep gang, this is how I hit him though. This is how you know there's something fucking wrong with me. I was like, oh, you can fuck them mealworms and shit if you want to.
Man.
really,
No,
I
that
mean,
middle one,
Ain't
man.
that but
The
worms?
breakdown of it,
I
it's
get
all
how
the way
dark
gone.
you about to go with this shit.
Nigga,
I
do
know-
you want some soup?
I know what you talking
The fuck?
about when you talk about soup. He
Nigga,
know
do you
about
want
soup
some
too,
soup?
man. It's death. He's a deeper artist than that. Like, don't come from death metal and then try to go to gangster rap, bro, because it's two different kind of things,
that's
bro.
what
Hey,
I'm saying though. Like,
he's the type of motherfucker that's still a beat off of YouTube converted to an MP3 file, and then I say something about it, and
He's still the
next
type of
thing you
motherfucker
know,
that your
he's doing
19-year-old
every single
sister,
thing in
nigga,
his
you
power
know
to
what I
find
mean?
the source
Like,
of that
what
beat
the
to
fuck
purchase
ever,
it.
bro.
Right.
So my words are lies, but that's just what type of person he is. Like, in that is like the perfect example,
it's like
because
my,
he gonna try to do what he can
my
do.
thing with him is he will never.
Not ever. Him. It's
Get-
like Voldemort on this
He will
motherfucker.
never get the attention that he
Nah.
thinks he
You better
deserves.
hope
Not
he don't got
today,
invisible
Playboy.
blood.
Never.
Fuck
Nope.
it.
Fuck
Fuck it.
him. Fuck him.
Fuck that and fuck
We'll
that.
not mention that guy's name, but fuck him. Because,
First off, fuck your
because
bitch.
he was
in the
so
kitchen,
scared,
man.
bro. Peep this shit. Peep this shit. This is some shit other motherfuckers don't know. This dude was so scared, so I went out to California to drop my son off to his mom for her wedding,
Come
right?
on, bro.
Where I landed at was Orange County. So this nigga called Tyler And Tyler, like, you know, he out in Orange County. Don't tell him where I'm at, bro. Don't tell him where I'm at.
Well, see what happened.
Well,
Don't
tell him
let
where
him know
I'm
where
at.
I'm at.
don't call like man.
Nah, nigga, because if I really wanted, but
no offense, but
my
you know who
thing
the
was-
fuck we talking about, bitch.
and
You talking about our
literally,
kids, nigga.
when I figured out where we was flying into, I was like, I can get this nigga if I wanted to. That was my whole thing. I can get this nigga if I wanted to. Bro, I'll pop up on you. You
it wasn't
never
even that, bruh. It wasn't even that. It was literally like, man, do not sit here and act like you can't come back to this motherfucker.
I will. Shit.
We'll let the motherfucker come on down.
Like,
come
well,
on back. Type
And
shit.
I know you're gonna hear this, and I know you're gonna try to send me a DM message, and you're gonna send one to Fred and one to this person, that person. We ain't gonna say no other names because they're their next guests.
I'm back, bro. Don't
Sam
tell
the
nobody,
Slam
bro.
and Daniel Hodson. But anyway, we're gonna keep naming these names because you know who the fuck we talking about, bitch. And come on to the show because we're not gonna say a name. They figure it out. They figure it out.
I would welcome him to come on the show by
He
phone.
won't.
Let's work
Come on the
it.
show
I
by
bet
phone.
he don't.
What it boils down to, let's work
Come
this
on
shit
by
out.
phone.
Let's work this shit out.
It ain't
I think
working
you
shit
met
out.
Tori. I think you met Tori through me. I slipped
No.
your house. I was like, I got this.
I
got this
met-
cat with me though.
I met him at Mancino's.
Oh, that's way back when.
Brent
That's
Farron
back
ran him
when.
over.
Well,
What's his
damn.
name was sniffing lines of cocaine off the back of the unsterile toilet.
Yep.
Probably how them. Yeah.
Hey, y'all talking about that same motherfucker got hit by that car in the parking lot?
Nah.
Which
that-
one was it?
That's Tory.
Ah!
Hey, look, bro.
Oh, I said I wasn't gonna say his name.
Ah!
Fucking.
Fuck this bitch.
Here's the bottom line, bro. I don't mean to go there like this. I believe in all lives matter, and for what that man represents,
That's
is,
what he thought too until he got locked up.
What that man represents is his own thing, and I much have come to understanding with that worldwide. But all lives matter to me. I got brown children. You know what I'm saying? Like, done took on another man's whole responsibility. I don't regret any second of it.
Bless, nigga.
Type shit.
Ain't nobody knocking your
For real.
fatherhood, nigga, man.
For
I'm
real.
proud of you,
That's
Fred.
shit.
Look at them arms on you, Fred. Man, look
for
how
real,
much weight
though.
you put on, bro.
Uh,
I'm scared of you again.
For
You
real.
scared me for a while. I was scared for a while. But you done scared me again, Fred. I'm
For
proud
real,
of you,
blessed
bro.
though, because like every day, look, out of all the bullshit I've been in, type shit, man, and which this shit's gonna lead up into what I'm saying about my music shit,
Bless.
bro. I spun off for such a long time, was in a completely different fucking planet type shit,
Man.
and forgot what, not even forgot, really didn't understand what life was really about until
You was trying to understand some shit.
the last 4 years, but I was clouded.
Cloudy.
So therefore, like, when I say I was clouded, I was on a whole nother level of clouded. Like,
I'm straight.
I was so polluted that it took me over. And that literally made me absent for like 6 years, absent from my regular life.
Yeah. You went to somewhere you didn't know where you was at. You was on a different plane. Type
Yeah.
shit.
I got blessed with a reality check, which a lot of people told me they prayed for. Lock this fool up before he's dead.
Okay, but on that weight before you get into it before it hits you, because it already has. You know what I mean? I've been on that same wave. We're gonna talk about this shit a little different than everybody has, man. We'll just break it off real smooth and subtle. So I've been on that same reality check where, hey man, you gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself type
Right.
shit. So you feel that same breakdown. And being somebody that has built over that overcome, like, do you feel like you are less than what you ever could have been?
Shit. As far as less than I could have been, as of right now, speakingly, I feel like, as in catching up, I'm where I should be.
Right.
And,
So, okay.
And I don't bargain on more than I can handle. Like,
And
look,
so-
bro.
Right.
Every idea in my head to better myself.
Exactly.
And I swear to you, and this is shit that was going on before Gates started talking about manifestation.
Right.
I manifest, and that's outside of the Gates context. You know what I'm saying? No, none of these young bucks knew about manifestation before
Until
they're hearing
somebody
about
said something
Gates
about it.
manifesting. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm manifesting before then.
Exactly.
And one of the things was manifesting to better myself, where I had to put everything I loved aside,
And you had to eat that shit, right?
eat that shit, and learn to love myself before I could love any of these people. And this sounds like some by the book shit, but the bottom of the line, Ask
Only a few motherfuckers know what the recipe to humble pie tastes like.
You recover.
Exactly, man. This is the portion of no offense that people really need to hear, bro. Because it's no offense, but I feel what you're saying. And only a certain select gonna understand what the fuck you talking about.
I dedicated my life to 6 years of addiction, and it started out with all the opiate shit, became an amphetamines thing. But
I feel you.
I went north, south, and east, west on amphetamines thing because I jumped on that train after all the doctors got cut off.
And I mean, before or after,
I'm gonna go to the next.
It don't matter where it comes from.
To the next second cheapest thing. Right. That's amphetamines. These motherfuckers shaking the bottles. I learned to shake bottles after 2 times of watching it.
I don't eat.
I'm an addict.
I don't sleep.
I'm a fucking
all
addict.
I do
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna learn the most efficient way.
Right.
But that shit died out. The ice game rolled in. Right. Something came back. Used to be that bathtub.
And this is
crank.
really in the streets. And this is new day, new age.
This is the shit these motherfuckers are growing in tanks.
Right.
It's a cook
round here or there or anywhere.
A cook I wouldn't even know about really unless I read that cookbook.
Right.
And y'all know which one I'm talking about.
Man, ain't never
it's banned in most countries.
We'll see. We'll see. Right.
Straight up, bro. Once that shit rolled in,
right,
I basically took that money and I invested it into a bad future. From what I was shaking, you know what I'm saying?
Right. From what you was shaking.
Like I helped bring that shit to this city.
Right.
I got a lot of regrets from bringing that shit to this city. It's like the prodigal son factor. You know what I'm saying?
Bless.
I watched myself go down, tear myself apart, and the people around me that I love and care about. You feel me?
Come on, this is where the help come in. No offense, but this is where the help come in. Come on, B.
To get that taste of money, once you
bless.
Like when you be on dope boy shit, it's a whole different type of rush. Even if you ain't using your product.
Yep.
Once I get that taste of that money. Bring that ass. I want you. I need you. I love you.
Yeah.
Everybody is.
This where that shit hits something heavy.
Everybody in the family has grown accustomed to us spending this money that we make. So therefore, it's like, man, it's something bad to even bark upon.
Man,
but I say that's one thing that affected my life the most. What was the fucking obstacle before I got where I'm at now?
Where did I go before I overcame where I'm at? You know what I mean?
I grew up watching Italian gangster movies. You feel me?
Right.
Didn't even know what really being Italian was about. I'm not full-blooded, but my grandfather sure as hell was type shit. And you get a big misconception of growing up watching Italian gangster movies.
Right.
Like, yeah, they're family unified. A lot of families connected to each other. They also put in work making a statement.
But nobody's seen the struggle on the back end of this shit.
Be a regular man that works a 9 to 5.
Right.
Yep.
That's the real motherfucking gangster up in the equation.
Nobody
be a regular man.
Struggle that I gotta feed my babies out here. I gotta do what I gotta do, and I'm still trying to overcome what I came type shit. Right.
I'll tell you something about my grandfather, bro. I'll tell you real brief and short about him type shit. His mother was an immigrant. She came over here. You know, she got caught up in addiction. You know, she preferred records and booze over taking care of her many babies that she had.
Right.
You know, that didn't change the factor that to my grandfather that was still her mom.
Right.
Even if when she's dying of cancer, my grandmother didn't much agree with my grandfather for going around to his mommy. She ain't been shit to you.
Right.
Your baby brother died in your arms of malnutrition. Come on.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, my grandfather took that, had an immigrant parent, and ran with that shit.
Right.
He fulfilled the American dream. Was a good daddy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Was a good husband and shit.
Right.
But you know, in the beginning of marriages, it ain't all perfect. You got to learn each other over the years and type shit. But some people are fortunate enough to see that, or some people, you know, they get married and it ends abruptly type shit.
Right.
Because y'all really didn't love each other. That's the way I feel.
Y'all wasn't feeling what y'all was feeling. You know what I mean?
Goes back to that home training.
And see, and how everything just kind of come around.
Yeah.
And
I was just telling my lady about we don't see nothing that lasts past 20 years in our last 10 years.
And it's even like that. Like, it's 2022. We was born in the 80s and the 90s. So what we all now?
And it's like I told her.
I'm a 90s dad. I'm not a 90s baby. Like, what the fuck?
And I told her.
Trying to carry some shit.
Wait a minute.
I told her last night, I said, us being married, this is it.
We old.
That's the way I felt the first time.
We
bro.
old.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's my
it's
thing.
so crazy how they can change.
Yeah,
and I
but
pray
you
that
gotta
never
think.
happens for you, bro.
You gotta think I'm older.
Capture the moment and run with it.
I'm
Live
older.
forever.
I'm way older.
You old.
So it applies a little different. I
Yeah.
guess it hit different.
Hit
You
hard.
about what? 32 now? 31?
I'll be 33.
33.
I'm 31, bro.
31.
And,
I'll be
and
32.
in that
in
little
a few
bit of-
months.
they
and
say
that-
life really begins in your 30s, though.
You know what I mean?
But,
Like, it's
you
one
gotta
job.
think. You
I ain't
gotta
waiting
think.
now.
In that little bit of time, there's a huge time jump.
Right.
Huge
I know,
time
right?
jump. Because in that little bit of
know,
time, the fucking touchscreen phone was invented.
Hey, y'all remember back when we had the Ash G's when we put the good?
Yeah.
When we
Yeah.
Ash G. Hey, y'all remember
Yeah.
Cha Cha out here?
Cha-cha,
real
yeah.
smooth.
Cha Cha, real smooth.
get my
nigga.
answers real
Y'all
quick.
remember
Yeah.
that shit? Y'all
Yeah.
remember the Cha
I
Cha?
remember
Real
that.
smooth.
2422242.
Oh, he
Yep.
know the
You can
number,
text, you
nigga,
can
like,
text them, motherfucker.
golly.
Text them and hit them up.
Golly,
You remember the little hacks in the prepaid phones where you could somehow search in the just type M in?
Y'all remember
You'd be out-
swapping
you'd be out
niggas'
of data,
screen covers?
and you can run
Oh,
it
you
from
got the
boom on the internet.
SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Facebook, here we go.
Man.
SpongeBob.
Hey, y'all remember y'all the Nokia phones where you can pop the button on the top and swap a motherfucking case for the day?
When my daddy had a pager, bro, I thought that was the coolest shit in my life I ever seen.
Hey,
I'm
man.
trying to get me one.
Yeah, then I had the little Nextel phone.
Y'all remember the AOL load up disc where you had to put them in the computer to get
Bruh.
online for the minute?
Bruh.
Get the
I
little
had-
chat shit. Y'all remember that shit?
I had the AOL on my Nextel.
He said
phone,
on the
nigga.
Nextel church.
On my
We
Nextel.
said-
Y'all
phone.
remember
AOL,
Boost Mobile when
hey.
that shit said, it was, you know what I mean?
I had the AOL
Man,
chat
fuck
on that
Boost, I'm over
bitch.
there. Shit, I don't even want to get on Boost.
Straight up, I had the whole chat system. I could get on AOL. I'll be at school like, what's going down tonight?
Man.
On the AOL, boom, messages coming back.
Living the night.
Right.
Chat.
Yep, that
MSM, Hotmail me what, boy?
Hot man. Yahoo.
My yearbook done changed
You know
way the
what
fuck
I mean?
up.
You know what I mean?
Crazy
Yahoo.
shit.
Thirst
Crazy
work now, boy.
shit. Crazy
Hey,
shit.
y'all remember them little, you folded letters in a certain way and shit, trying to pass it in the hallway?
Oh,
Hey, little bitch, fold this shit for me, type
yeah.
shit.
Man, no
Y'all
bitches.
remember that
Little
shit?
paper
No bitch
cranes
ever
and
passed
shit.
me
Hey, y'all remember
coming
the
up.
little shit where you open the
Like,
mouth
damn.
up and shit? All
Yeah.
those shit like Pac-Man.
Origami shit.
Origami shit. Like,
Yeah, I remember that shit.
I meet you
remember
by
that.
the locker in
I was
bed.
just like, man, let me
we
get
not. Like,
let me
it's
get
just
one
like,
little flip letter. I remember
just
I remember one time in
one.
class, I seen this letter coming at me. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get ready for this. And she said, pass that on. I'm like, God damn, bitch. Lord forgive me for saying your name.
Hey.
Hey, but damn.
Hey, B. Hey, remember this?
Let me get
Hey,
one.
hey, y'all remember being in elementary school and writing the Valentines and making sure your special
Nigga.
Valentine got a little drop
I got
in the
one
box?
even better.
Nigga!
Remember the wrist?
Nigga!
Remember the wristbands, little wrist bracelets,
Don't bring my
the different
bracelet.
color ones.
Y'all remember?
Oh,
y'all
man.
remember? Y'all remember the little foldy shit they made little keychains out
Yeah.
of?
I'm like 15. The bracelets are out. I'm still a virgin. They say if you break my bracelet, black, you get fucked. Type shit.
You remember the codes
I went
on the
out
shit?
and got
You
me
remember
some
the codes
bracelets.
on the
I'm trying to lose this
Them little
shit.
69
Trying to shake
bracelets.
this shit
Hey,
off.
Trying to loop them together.
I didn't even know what 69 was. And I'm still on the porch. Just
Hey, I
trying to
had
get
a
off the
whole,
porch.
I had a whole bunch of them motherfuckers.
He said he had hell bracelets.
Bunch of them.
Y'all remember the little
motherfuckers.
palm cup chip
And
thing?
then they
Oh,
said break
man.
one in his head. Break the green one in his head.
Bruh, my first little piece of
I
ass,
I
bruh.
kept green and black.
My dad reported me
Stayed
as
with him. Break me one.
my
time.
dad-
Said break me one
Hey,
time. But
my dad reported me as a runaway.
My dad did that before.
That was my first piece of out of Salamone. Out there all night with all the older kids and shit. I'm staying night. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't got no ride home. I'm all the way at the Salamone. Like,
That's before the Cadillac days. Type
yeah,
shit.
this is before I even got my license type shit.
Something about to happen.
Hey,
And
nigga,
nigga-
somebody drop you off.
Nigga, my
This
dad,
is a prime example
You
of what I
gotta
be
ride
telling
home.
my chick with her younger daughter.
Nigga.
Come on.
And
My-
what I fear about my other daughters.
my dad called the police
I'm
department.
not about to drop you off. No.
Well, my dad called the police department. I go home. They drop me off the next day. I get in the crib and I'm like, what the fuck is there two cops in here for? What the fuck? And then I go to the fucking D home because they even reported me as a runaway. And I was like, I told my stepmom, like, hey,
I told this bitch.
this is what's
I
going
told
on.
her.
And she's like, all right, whatever. But I'm like, I shouldn't have trusted. that shit. Oh man. But yeah, I ended up getting locked up because of that shit.
Man.
And they let me clean the fuck out too. I ain't getting no trouble for it because I didn't run away. I didn't run away. I went to a fucking party.
I was at the party.
And the chicks, I ain't gonna name the chick who dad.
You drive me out.
I ain't gonna name the chick who dad that owned the property, but he actually spoke on my behalf to the probation department. Shout out to him. Great motherfucker right there. He actually like linked out and was like, hey, he was with us. He didn't know it was an all night thing. Da, da, da. I ain't getting no trouble for that shit. But I got in trouble for the whole shit at Corey Lee house. That bullshit right there. Y'all motherfuckers drinking and running around topless and shit.
Got a lot of stories.
A lot of fucking
I'm not about to incriminate myself.
Nah.
I got a lot of assholes.
I've already been incriminated. They pulled me into the office and fucking
shit,
questioned me
man.
about that shit.
I'm not about to get my ass whooped twice for some shit.
I ain't gonna tell who told. I ain't gonna. Hey, I ain't gonna tell who told on me, but the bitch told on me.
So if anybody out here listening to any of that shit, know me or this nigga or that nigga, and want to start listening, like, hey,
that's well
if
before.
y'all don't want to say nothing,
Hey,
y'all better start fucking with it, motherfucker. Like, start just, I'm just saying.
That's well before your time.
I got some stories that I can drop some names in this motherfucker.
That little story is way before your little party year anyway. We was just getting started.
I remember that party.
And,
I left.
The book
I went home. Remember that shit. I went home. No, that was on them. No, I was not there.
Told on me and they titties in the picture. Like, come on, bitch.
They titties in the
picture.
It was wild. It was no.
You gonna tell me and your titties.
It was like,
nigga,
it's 11:30.
I
gotta go home.
When I got to school that Monday, he put me in the office and they was showing me still frames from this fucking shit. And it was VCRs back then. So they showed me still frames from this shit. And I'm like, okay, where do you see me at? You can see me barely. Barely in the background.
I was talking about that shit earlier.
You can see me. You can see me barely in the background.
You was at the goddamn camp. Was in Asher Woods, wasn't you?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Remember doing the sit-ups? Remember doing the sit-ups on the goddamn stage and shit?
I do no damn sit-ups.
Them motherfuckers used to do some bullshit. We used to run laps trying to chase this African nigga around. He over here chasing lions and shit, bro. My fat ass in the back. God damn.
Hey, he sent me back to the bus. I never got along with him. I threw the soil sampler. You know the big long thing that you push in the soil and turn?
This nigga
I threw that motherfucker at his head. I went straight. I knew I had to destined for the bus.
Man.
Fuck.
He left being there hungry
bro,
as hell.
It was
lunchtime.
Hey, before the Jones and Justice little tribute combine or whatever the fuck they did when they fucked each other their money, like it was. We was all talking about this shit, man. Like it was like, what the fuck? Edel did some fucked up shit to us. I remember doing some shit like, I feel sorry for his son. He played football for IU. You remember this shit?
Yeah, I think he a doctor now.
He a doctor?
Or something like that.
Let me see Simeon ass. Let me. And
still
motherfucker say, your doctor is Simeon. My doctor's name is Monkey Ikadabu. I promise.
Man.
Call this motherfucker. I'm just going. My brother-in-law called me from San Fran area.
Call him out. Call him. Phone call.
What's up, bro?
What's good, bro?
How you doing?
We doing a show right now.
And
you
this
on the
is
show
no
right
offense, but
Hey, what's up?
hey,
yeah, we doing a show. I seen you trying to call. I was like, I ignored the call because I was gonna send you a message. I think I actually sent the message, but I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and call him back because we on the show right now anyway.
you live on the air, man.
Hell yeah. I'm picking up my burrito right now.
He picking up the
Burrito.
Yeah.
You going to that one spot that you took us to?
Yeah, Los Gallos.
Ah, yeah, that big ass motherfucking burritos.
Super bomb, dude.
Oh, dang.
Big
Hey, no
ass.
worries, man. No worries.
Lost Riders be having fire ass big
Yeah,
ass.
yeah.
I thought you already liked Los Amores.
Huh?
I was like, you gotta hook a nigga up with some chips and sauce
I
in
know.
this bitch.
Little spark on the side, but
Your queso.
she don't work there. I ain't
Chorizo in
gonna
that
say where she work on here, but
So, while we on the show,
Hey, yo.
I am doing.
We just be eating her a lot.
I'm doing my reception / nuptials
What we got?
On the 21st of May.
21st of May, we have the little after party. What do you call after you get married? It's the reception
I'm
party.
actually talking about the reception party that's coming up for our marriage.
The 21st of May. That's right for your birthday.
Oh, shit. Hey, when is that? I gotta be there.
The 21st of May.
21st of May, man.
What's today? Okay, we got a little way.
Man, we have a wow.
I'm trying to DJ.
And
We're gonna bring California out.
yeah, and Chrissy really wants Ani and Gary to come.
I'm ready to spit some bars. Right.
Man, bro, I got bars.
Right on, man. Right on.
Just like this. Look, brother.
That way all of y'all can be witnesses.
I'm more game too. What's good?
Ron trying to be like Ellen and shit.
Yeah.
Got niggas on the phone and shit. This nigga Oprah. Hey, oh, he really on the camera. What up, man? I ain't even know that shit.
Yeah,
What up, man?
that's my guy Fred right
What's
there.
up, man?
That's Fred.
What's up,
I've
man?
known Fred since I was about 6 years old.
You gotta give me
Man.
And I'm your man, DJ Tiller. What
And
up,
of course,
bruh?
Tyler.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. What up, West Coast?
Yeah.
I heard a lot about you, bro.
Yeah, they coming out here for a reception. or
Bless.
whatever.
21st
As far as
of May. you
as
know
far
what
as
I'm
I see it, my groom's party so far is gonna be you, and if you can get Gary to come out, it's definitely gonna be Gary and Ani. If you can get them to come out, that would be fucking great. But
No,
that
I would love to. Anu, more than likely, he won't be able to, but if I can get me and Gary to come out, definitely.
yeah, so definitely the groom's party will be
Terrible at, you know, working his funds.
right. So definitely, if he needs a plane ticket, I'll fucking pay for it because we really want him out here.
Just the one, though.
All right, for sure. That
So
sounds awesome.
yeah, definitely it'll be you, Ani, Gary, it'll be Tyler, and 9 times out of 10 it'll be Brian.
Right there, Fred.
Hey, well, you know what? I know y'all do your shot of the show. I don't got no shot. I got a Modelo. So,
We out
Hey,
here.
man,
Hey,
I got a little sip for you, man. Saloon,
shout
brother.
out the show.
hey, Billy Dilly, motherfucker.
Ah.
We already did the shot of the show, but we'll do it again.
What you do, brother?
There you go.
Hey, yo.
Hello, what's up?
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the groom's party pretty much.
We
You,
in this
Ani,
bitch.
Gary, Tyler, and Brian, if he can make it.
Fuck yeah, dude, I'm down.
His name ain't Brian, it's Free.
Hey, I'm even down to come out a day early and go to Michigan.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'll definitely do that. Oh,
Come out 2 days early, we have a basketball.
so I ain't got to tell him the bullshit of the week. That's bullshit of the week this
Hey,
week.
I need you to put this on the show.
What you got, bro?
Oh shit, he got 707 tattoo with pot leaf.
Oh, hey, you gotta link me with that. I'm gonna mail you some shit too. But anyway,
Yeah.
You don't mail me some shit. No, I'm good. I'll mail you some shit. You know where I'm at. I'm in Cali, bro.
I'm coming to see you, brother.
Hell yeah.
Bless.
Oh shit, hell yeah.
Off the coast, though. I appreciate the shit.
Coast to
For
coast.
sure. I gotta remind the people, this is the No Offense
But
podcast, and I got my brother-in-law on the phone right now. I got the camera up. I'm kinda
it's
showing
a
them,
little
but-
zoom. Little zoom. You out here, man. Thanks for the phone call. Thanks
We
for the shout.
we definitely doing an episode tonight of the whole reception shit. That's definitely going down.
Yeah, we're gonna. It might not be the night of. It might be the day of.
Oh yeah,
But anyway.
bro. We do it definitely. The whole reception shit. It'll be a whole shit. Day. We're gonna have you on the show. That's why I want Gary to come out here because Gary funny as fuck.
We gonna get everybody out here, man. Hey, man, from coast to
Hey,
coast.
man, he's my grumpy Jew bear. I love that, man.
You would love
From
Gary.
coast to coast, close to close, like
You-
butter to toast.
you would
know
love-
what I mean?
Gary reminds me of Fat Adam.
You lying.
I swear to God, bro. Swear to God, yeah. Gary reminds me of Fat Adam,
What you
bro.
doing, Jay?
Oh, man.
Fat Adam was our
Thanks,
guy
man.
that
What
was
you
like the resident comedian and shit.
Hey, man. Fat Adam is a cool ass dude if he's anything like
Hey.
Gary, man. I'm saying that right now.
Bro, Fat Adam is a legend around these parts.
Hey, man. Hey, Gary Green Mom is a legend around our parts.
See, there you go.
That's how that shit works.
There you go, right there. Yep.
Hey, speaking of which, hey, I got that fullback up in the tree.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man, he climbed. He climbed it was 3 weeks ago. He climbed. Got him back up in the tree.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, man, after that foot had a stroke, I really did not think he would ever climb again.
Stroke.
He had a stroke.
Stroking.
This man
He
is.
said stroke.
Now this is some legendary shit. My man had a stroke and got right back in the fucking tree, bro.
With a fucking with a brain bleed the size of a dime.
And there ain't.
Damn.
And these ain't no trees like around here.
Are
You
y'all
know,
redwood hopping in
There
this?
is-
motherfucker?
Like the tree in Ron's backyard is some pussy shit.
Yeah.
You said some
Yeah.
pussy shit.
Yeah, no bullshit.
We
Y'all
got
out
that
here.
shit out here on the west.
This shit, they climbing at least 2 or 3 of my trees in the backyard.
Oh.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna let me see if I can send it to you.
For sure. I'm gonna get off here though, bro.
You can show
Yep.
boys this shit.
About that
I'm
time.
gonna hop off here though. Just send it to me. I'm gonna hop off here because we're about to end the show here in a few. I'm gonna definitely hit you back though, bro.
Hell yeah, continue the show, man. I'm glad I could jump on.
For sure, bro. It's the No Offense
But
Podcast.
hey,
No offense, but fuck your opinion.
Exactly. All right, bro. Love you, bro. I'll hit you in a few.
All right, much love.
For sure, bro.
bless.
Love you, man.
Love you too, bro. That's my guy. That's my brother-in-law. That's my old lady's brother. She just met him like 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Bless.
We actually drove our Yukon out there to visit for about a week because I had to pick my son up from Victorville. But we went back out there and did our honeymoon out there because we got married the 14th and then we left that Monday or Tuesday, I believe. But we was out there for about a whole week and had him meet us in San Fran. We went to his homie's pizza spot, which dude is like a world famous dough tosser.
Oh, man.
Fucking
Tony,
dope as
right?
shit, Tony.
Right.
So we went to Tony's spot and he treated us like fucking royalty. Like fucking amazing. And he's like, yeah, if y'all ever got to Vegas, I'm gonna be doing this, this, and this around this time. I got you. So I'm like, shit, I'll fuck around making it out to Vegas.
that?
Shit, buddy cool though.
Go to Vegas, shit.
I'm
He
trying
got-
to
he
go to
got money,
Vegas
though.
too.
I'm tired of bingo.
But listen,
Scratch off, bro. I'm
this
trying to go ahead.
is where this come in. This is where this come into play. We got to do a fucking guys trip, bro.
We're doing it.
We got to.
We're doing it.
I didn't get to do no bachelor party shit. I didn't really want to do one, but I just want to be like, hey, me
You
and
know you
niggas is
secretly
going
really
da,
wanted
da,
to
da.
do one, though.
You know.
No.
that.
I actually didn't. I actually did not because I didn't
Okay.
I didn't want nobody surprising me
Tell
with
you
some
already
shit.
married.
Right, some shit might get you in trouble or
No,
something.
it ain't
Tell you
even.
already married. You know.
It ain't even that. I just don't like surprises. I've always
Right.
been like, I don't. give a fuck
He
about
don't
I'm not a
like
sucker for
that.
surprises
But-
The
either.
anxiety shit.
Motherfucker, we
you
can
know?
take 6, 7 of us. We go get a hotel in Anderson, go
Nah,
hit the
it's
fucking
real.
casino all weekend. Type shit.
Balling.
Or we fucking pay $500, $600, $700 to get plane tickets out to fucking Vegas, and all that goes into the room, and we fucking gamble.
We
all
fly out on
weekend.
Thursday, come back on Monday morning.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
We fly on Thursday,
Exact-
come back Monday
And
morning.
I got the fucking
Come back
plug.
Sunday.
You know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
the
You gotta
plug.
go to the hotel.
I
I
just-
got no house no more.
I didn't get to do that, and I'm not really fucked up about it,
He said he ain't fucked up, man.
cause I'm gonna do a little something.
God.
But I'm gonna do a little something for everybody in spring, like
Right.
late May. So I'm like, damn, bro. Like I damn near want to go somewhere in like April or something. Like fucking not March, but we can go April.
You
They
talking
get-
the honeymoon, right?
no,
I
no,
wanna
I'm talking about the
get-
niggas.
Oh, all right.
The
then.
niggas. We just gonna go down to the fucking mountains or something.
Let's do
You
Fuck
better
it.
have that honeymoon
Hey.
first, though. Is you doing anything
No, I already
special
did.
like
Already
that?
did. Already
Hey,
did.
okay, then.
We did
Hey,
that in San
the
Fran.
niggas,
Shit,
the
you
niggas
ahead
gonna
of the
do some
game.
shit on April Fool's Day.
Nigga, no, we can go down to the fucking mountains for about a week
On
and
April
just
Fool's Day?
be niggas, bruh. Just be niggas. Be
In
you,
the mountains?
Zawan, Tyler, like nigga, just
We gonna
go.
be niggas in the mountains.
I'm trying to get it set up now. So
Me, you, Fred,
but look-
Zawan, and the
But
mountain.
look, this is why I'm trying to get it set up
I'm gonna
now.
have them snow rackets.
Zawan-
on my feet.
I really,
Me, you, Fred, Zawan.
I really
and the
want Zawan to come.
Then
Like,
fuck yeah.
That
man.
is my nigga. That is
Hey,
my.
that would be a
ace-
blessing.
I get emotional when I talk about that
It
nigga.
set it off.
I get
do know
emotional
that.
about it.
It
That's
will be
that's
some
cuz.
shit.
That's cuz I get
All
emotional.
right,
But
let's do a one
I
night
want,
thing
but
somewhere.
no, we're gonna do like a weekend thing. We're gonna leave on a Thursday and come back Monday.
on a Monday.
We're gonna come back Monday night type shit. But I want all the niggas, the originals, to be there.
The A1.
Even Rocco and
Rocco get it
Curtis.
come. Rocco and Curtis get it come.
I'm reaching out to everybody.
On the podcast. You heard that shit.
Yeah, I'm reaching.
Rocco and Curtis get it come.
I'm reaching out to everybody.
I heard
because
y'all hear that shit. It's
I
time
want,
to be niggas
I want
again.
everybody that has been a part of my life to be
All
involved.
right, Rocco and Curtis. Here's
Like,
your
of
call,
course,
nigga.
When we do the little thing,
There it was, Fred.
we
You
not doing no church ordeal.
Right.
But what we doing is we gonna do a little nuptial thing, and Jim and Chris is gonna walk me down the aisle.
Big
Right.
That's what's gonna happen. And then my niggas is gonna follow me, and then her bridesmaids and all them gonna come, and then she gonna come type shit.
Right.
So just do everything all at once. I ain't trying to do nothing extra spectacular because I don't believe in renting a church house to get fucking married.
Right.
And then
Like,
season
what the
3.
fuck?
They
I
501c
do
not for
extra
profit anyway. Why we
spectacular.
renting
I
shit
kinda
from
wanna
them?
do
Yeah.
extra-
That's the
And-
Lord's
and
place.
at
The Lord's
that-
for all of us. Shit.
And at that, I'm already married. So what the fuck I need church for?
Right. You
Like
right.
she already got the name. We already married.
Right,
That's
right,
done. That was
right.
done before we fucking
Right,
left to go to San Fran. So at that, it's like, I'm not really worried about it. But I want my nigga. I want to do something fun with my niggas.
He said
all
I'm
the
ride
guys.
for my motherfucking nigga.
We going to fucking
Stop.
Gatlin. Hey, we going to fucking Gatlinburg or something. Nigga,
Hey,
fuck
you
that.
heard that shit, Fred.
Brittany gonna have to deal with it. She gonna deal with
You
the
heard
baby
it?
for a
Don't
couple
worry about it. Don't worry
days.
about my wife. Like,
and-
nigga, you heard that
your
shit,
girl
Fred.
gonna have to deal
Hey,
with it because
Fred,
we
going
kidnapping
to
Fred.
Gatlinburg, Fred.
Gatlinburg.
Like,
It's
don't-
three
like,
niggas that's getting kidnapped, and that's Fred, Zawan, and Hassan. Y'all three niggas is getting kidnapped.
Hey,
Period.
we
not
gonna have to
doing-
kidnap Hassan too. We gonna really have
Yeah,
to
we
kidnap
really
him.
gonna have to kidnap
Hey, you
him.
might
Yeah.
be having the baby.
I know, bro. And here's
The
the
nigga
thing.
is.
This is no knock on my
I know.
guy.
I just don't want. I
Hey.
hope she don't come to early term or nothing like that.
Hear me out. This is no knock on my guy, but my guy is living life right now.
Yeah,
He's so happy, and he wasn't so happy for so
I
long.
love
You know what I'm
Hassan.
saying?
he living how he's
And,
supposed to be.
he's not as available as he was. You know what I'm saying? But I learned to live with that type shit. I'm a grown fucking man. I have the same shit going on. You know what I'm saying? But man, he happy. That's what matters in life. Hey, that's
She
just
said,
golden.
"Woo, woo, woo."
I like seeing my people happy. That's one of the things that matter to me in life. You know what I'm saying?
So you're gonna be there.
But by whatever means, sometimes you know. Listen.
I got a baby baptism coming up, guys. You guys gonna be there?
No, you don't believe in
Fred?
that. You don't believe in
Baby
that shit.
baptism.
I'm Rastafarian. I don't
I
believe
mean,
in that
like,
shit.
we've already did that one, but it's for my grandmother, man.
Okay.
God rest her soul. I gotta get a baby.
I don't
baptism.
object to no baptism, nothing like that. Don't think that.
You don't.
How old is the
I can't
baby
do
again?
She's 5.5 months.
I ain't.
They have.
I can't do it. I'm sorry to be that guy, but
We just wait a little
I'm
bit.
not
you know.
super
Should be
religious.
good.
And
I mean, it's gonna be at my house, bro.
I'm
It ain't gonna be like
I'm Rastafari. I can't. I'm Rastafari.
What's that? The higher end, the closer end? Oh my God.
Yes, I'm Rastafari. You had to do a Rastafari way for me to even come be fully attended. I can't
What
do
we
it.
got, Fred? You
I'll
better
be-
answer your
I'll
pops,
be-
bro.
I'll be-
I was like 9 times.
I will be full circle by the time this year is out.
Bless.
Blessed be
Ja, Rasta.
Jah Rastafari. Blessed be. Yes, but I live that Rastafarian lifestyle.
Yeah.
Everything I do is Rasta. I don't live it the correct way because
just
I'm not.
asking.
I'm not
We
ready.
doing shit ass, man. We having a bachelor party after you have.
Yeah, that's why I'm not living Rastafari the right way I
After
should be
after
living.
parties.
I should be living
It's
the
just
same
kind of
way.
bass backwards. nigga.
I'm not.
You know
I'm
what
not.
I mean?
I'm not really a party guy.
I'm
So
not
I just be
living
liking
the
the
way
back
I
shit.
should.
Fred, you're coming to the party.
I want to get all the
You're
bullshit
coming to
out.
all the parties.
I want to get all the bullshit out before I start actually like this is it.
Right.
Like,
You done had all these other years to get all this other bullshit
Yeah,
out that
I've
could
done all
possibly come
that.
in the
Hey,
way.
remember, what if that was all
Like,
the bullshit that motherfuckers really
You done
gonna
found
do?
the real true one to actually like.
I've seen some bullshit.
You're gonna understand me, girl.
See
You're
some
gonna understand me
bullshit.
for the rest of your life, and we gonna collaborate like that type shit.
yeah.
That shit gold.
Big facts. Well, you know
Well,
what, man?
It's been a good fucking episode.
Big
It's been
facts.
some good conversation.
Big facts.
Glad to have motherfucking
Man.
Brian Fred Miller on the motherfucking show.
Mr. B. Mills himself.
B. Mills himself.
You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
Frederick Douglass. You be looking him up. Yeah.
Go ahead and throw that. Go ahead and throw
Go ahead, give him all
that.
your info, man.
Give me your info.
Look for me on Soundtrap. B Mills probably first thing pops up when you search it.
Yeah.
And listen to what I got. I got a lot of music from. I've been writing like a son of a gun lately, but far as laying shit down, I got so many things going at once. It's a little hectic right now, but basically, what I write. That's how generally how I felt at one point in life. I might not feel like that now, but I most certainly have at one point.
feel that.
And I feel it.
I
man.
feel that.
I feel you on that
Definitely.
note.
It's
feel
like,
that.
don't try me type shit.
Yeah,
You know what
try
I'm saying?
Jesus.
Right, don't try me. Try Jesus.
You know what I mean?
Then on the other
Try
hand,
Jesus.
I really the other shit I got going on. I'm not trying to so much focus on some shit that's affected me type shit. Maybe some shit that affected me motivated me, but I don't know. I'm on some other shit right now that's not such a. It's dark, but it's not as dark as what I've been writing.
Man, and it comes as light as they come. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
All back to get in where you can fit in. You
Yep.
know, always
think-
something I write about is going to go with way somebody has felt at some point. I'm not the only one.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I can get that little connect right there, I don't know.
where can they find you at, man?
Shit, just find me on SoundCloud. B Mills.
B Mills on Sound.
Yeah.
B
I just
Mills
launched it
on
yesterday, so it's not too deep
It's
yet.
okay.
but
We're going to get into
Yeah.
it.
More is coming.
Yeah, bless.
Hey, if you're on Facebook, Tony Fugazi.
Tony Fugazi.
Tony Fugazi.
Jessica Fugazi.
And Tony
Yeah.
and Jessica Fugazi.
Tony
is
and
what
Jessica
you really-
Fugazi, yes.
Yeah, we ain't going to forget about it.
No.
So-
Not going to do that. So,
Well, what you got, cuz?
I just want to say I am appreciative of every follower, like, comment. I'm appreciative of you guys. You guys are what is keeping this going.
Hey,
I just want to say that.
Making the world go around.
man, we
And,
trying to do it, man. We trying to spark some shit off, man.
I want to make sure season 2 is everything
2 for Tuesday.
that people expect. I really do.
Yep.
I really do. I want to get lots of people involved.
Yeah.
And definitely when I do the little guys trip, that's definitely going to be an
do it
episode.
all, man. We gonna do
That's
what
definitely
you
season 2. I'm not going to give out a whole lot of secrets for this
We gonna
season.
make them watch,
but,
man. Make them watch, man.
we gonna make 'em watch.
And
Yeah, I
after
just
the
gotta find
commercial
out.
break,
The hangover.
And I
you
am,
get that
right.
type shit. You know what I mean? After the break, you know.
And I am working on our very own TikTok.
Hey,
We can get the TikTok.
I ain't
going.
did that shit yet.
Yeah, I know.
When I show my ticks
It's a
one
little
time.
something to think about, though.
Yeah. I'm
Straight
do,
up.
I mean, well, my
yeah,
way.
do a little group shit.
Hey, I
Have this
remember when I
popping on
hated
TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, I didn't
my
like it
kids-
at first either. Yeah, I didn't like it
Them
either.
kids done got me.
My kids follow me on TikTok. Hey, all the kids follow us on
Turn
TikTok.
me the fuck out.
Right.
What the fuck?
Nigga,
Yeah.
run that, nigga.
Yeah.
TikTok, nigga.
So yeah, definitely. I'm trying to reach out to everything. This
All
season.
platforms, all levels, man. We just trying to be real, man.
Definitely, I get on Spotify.
Hey, yo.
Shut the fuck up. Nah, love them to death. But
Love these kids, man.
I definitely want to get on some extra shit this season. It's definitely gonna be a lot of extra. It's gonna be a lot of behind the scenes. So be a lot of that shit.
Shit, I look
After the season's over. So follow through the season and
Really,
behind the scenes. What you
really,
doing, boy?
really.
Come here, boy.
like
Yeah,
Come here.
yeah.
Come here.
I look forward to
Come here.
seeing
What you
it
got? Where
simply
you stealing
because
from?
we literally
Who's
have
from? Hey,
two things that are local and that are entertainment. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
look
listen,
at it. Say
man,
hi to the world.
I hope
Hey.
y'all are
Yeah.
blessed. I hope y'all continue with this.
Definitely. And we got to get
Thanks,
you back.
Fred.
We got to get you
Yeah.
back for a later episode. We got to
Yeah,
do
man,
that.
I'll be here.
Got to do
Hey, yo.
that. Got to do that. This has been very fucking nice.
But I guess it's about time for that BEERUN, man.
You heard it.
It's time for that beer run, man. We still gonna keep going with that and keep going. Man, all the best wishes and best blessings to you, Fred.
Thank you.
And everything you
Appreciate
got
it.
going,
Yes,
man. You
most
and your
definitely.
family,
My
man.
motherfucking dude.
And I'm your man, DJ Tiller.
And I'm your man, Shake 'em Jake.
And this has been
The No Offense
But
Podcast.
Hey yo, season 2, bitch!
We out of here, motherfucker.
You are listening to
The No Offense
But
Podcast.
Fast Money Entertainment.